Okay. as usual, that's one that I got. Okay. as usual, that's one that I got. Okay. Hey, Request here. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. And tonight, we're gonna continue with the Master League. And also the pool, the free pools. We have two more free pools. So we're gonna try that and see what my luck gives me. And also, just like the title says, because 31st is just in 3 more days, so you better off just wait until the new main story comes out, the new banner comes out, new development diagram comes out, new unit comes out, before you do anything. Hello, hi, Jules. Don't know how to pronounce your name. Jules. Hi Jules, welcome to the stream. Pull. Yeah. We will later. I finally got my Psycho-Zaku along with Freedom and 2 SSR ships on the 10th pool. Ooh, that's nice. Of course, everything for Destiny. Yeah. Yeah, hi, Recline, welcome to the stream. Whatever your previous names are. Because I remember your profile picture, but I don't remember your actual name. Wait, let me go. Be right back a little bit. It's Rico. Oh yeah. Because I don't know what happened with YouTube. They keep changing your guy's name, so can never remember the name. But I do remember the face. Yo, Brogan to take a shit. No. I got a really bad ulcer. So I went to wash my mouth. I can speak normally. So let's go. We gonna continue with whatever we do in Eternal. There are actually a lot of things that we can do. I mean, what I can do. I think most of you guys have finished everything that you can do in Eternal. That's why a lot of players says, there's nothing to do in a game, in this game. But that's your own problem. Like you finish everything in one go. So yeah, that's your own fault. I always leave some things for me to do, so that I never get bored when playing games. We have new reset in here, so we're gonna do this. But first, we're gonna go in here. Yeah. 2 pools left. Have you ever built Gunpla? Yes, I have. Double G keeps appearing on my promo pools. Judah wants to be part of the squad so bad. Well, Judah, if you have Ultimate 2 Red Zeta, then Judah is actually a really good pilot for that. Should I SSP Barbatus Lupus Rex? I have Mika, you are. Oh yeah, you should. Like, I'm currently building a list of the best SSR units for you to take into consideration. The best unit. I mean, like, I cannot really make a top ranking choice because everybody have different supporters. Everybody have different pilots. So, like, for me, the best, not the best. I mean, like, the second best unit to SSP is Enhanced Double Z Gundam. But that is in my account, okay? Because I have Camille, you are. So for those who doesn't have Camille, you are, then that will be the worst choice. Yeah. So yeah, it depends on the account, okay? So I can only put units that are worth considering. And the reason why I mentioned in the title here is that on 31st, we're gonna get a new development diagram. We're gonna get new SSR units, a lot of them, because we got new two main stories. So we gotta get a lot of new units. So that's why it's better to just wait 3 more days to SSP convert, Although if you do have Mikazuki, you are SSP Barbatus Lupus Rex is actually the best. If you do have Mikazuki, you are, okay? So that one is, undefeatable. SSR Lupus Rex has been the best ever since he came out. Lupus Rex and the Lupus, the normal Lupus, they are both really, really great. Speaking of Double Z, I just got the last copy of it and eventually made it to MLB. Huh? The Judau's Double Z? Ooh, nice. I had to save the pool earlier. Master Asia was with him. Oh, nice. I want to sip though. I have seen you have crit ability because Sid and UC doesn't have much crit skill passive. Yeah. I also do hope that Sion can, pilot a lot more units. Instead of just, I don't know, like the current scene is alright. But we do have a lot of critical damage unit in the Seed series. So we do really need a critical boost pilot. Yeah. Lupus or Lupus Rex? I heard Lupus quite good. No, Lupus Rex is still better. It depends on the situation. Like, because they both have different techs. Just like how I have 2 unicorn here. You see? Ta-da! I have 2 unicorn here. Even though the full armor unicorn is better than the normal unicorn, destroy mode, both of them, but I still SP convert the normal one because they have different tanks. So if I cannot bring my full armor unicorn, then I will bring my normal unicorn, because they have different tanks. So the Lupus Rex and the Lupus, they both have different tanks. So in stages that you cannot bring Lupus Rex, then you bring the Lupus. In stages that you can bring the Lupus Rex, and Lupus Rex is better. Yeah. But Lupus Rex is a better one. Okay. So just as we convert that one first. Prepare strike Ralph Watsu. Who is that? I mean fast you are. Yeah, fast you are. I know. So Judao double Z. So yeah, let's go. It's time for us to pull. Let's see what do we get. Check up result. We will see. The one I'm taking right now is the heavy Gundam and the striker custom. So anything else is much better than that. So let's just pull, okay? Anything else is better than that one. Ooh, downloading. Nice. New units. There's a download. Nice. Let's see, what do I get? There's a download. Yeah. Masubi wanna SSP God Gundam for me. Well, God Gundam is the best among the durability units, so that is not such a bad idea. But in terms of priority, always prioritize damage first, you know. But the thing is that the God Gundam SSP is really good if you do have Domon UR. If you do have Domon UR because of the preemptive strike, like we've already discussed this, a preemptive strike on an attacker unit is insanely OP, it's totally broken. But because they don't have that, they know it's totally broken, then the closest we can get is to bring the attacker pilot on the durability unit, on defender unit, okay? So, God Gundam piloted by Domon UR is going to kill every single unit that attack him using preemptive strike. Although the damage is not gonna be as high, I doubt it's gonna be able to one-shot a UR unit in Master League. But at least you can attack the enemy first before they attack you. Okay? Eventually probably killing them first. Because Domon UR is such a strong pilot. The unit was kind of good, it could possibly be the thickest tank if his passive was fully active. Yes, sure, let's go. Still want the SSB GF Sniper too. Yeah. Streamer luck. But I don't know the good pilot for God Gundam SSR. The good pilot for the God Gundam SSR, Domon Kasu. Whenever SSB is support pilot. Yeah, if you do want to use support pilot, then Argo Galsky is the best one. Because we don't have any other choice among the Mobile Factor G Gundam, so you only have Argo Galsky. Okay. But if you do want to just kill the enemy before they kill you, then use Domon. Domon UR is going to be insanely strong on the SSR SSV God Gundam. Even if SSV God Gundam only has 8k attack power, yeah. I mean, that is an option. You probably won't be able to, one shot an enemy MLB UR unit, but if they are not MLB, because in Master League, the enemy up until 200,000 score, sometimes they don't have MLB at all. So if they don't have MLB, they will have 80,000 HP. If they are at zero limit break. So that means that, as Gundam, this is gonna be a really good pull. Yeah, so 80,000 HP. So as long as your God Gundam can deal 80,000 damage, then it's enough. You can one shot a zero limit break, a UR unit. But that is in theory, okay? I don't know how it is like in actuality. So, yeah, think very carefully. I cannot guarantee that you can one-shot enemy, but at least like a normal enemy should die. Domon UR or SR? Domon UR. Domon UR. Why everyone got more than one UR in this trip pool? I just won. It depends on your luck. I'll wait new units before I try SSP God. Yeah. Wait first. That's why. Just read the title. Do not do anything else. Like if until 31st of December the new units are not better than the God Gundam, then it's up to you. If you do want to SSP convert God Gundam. I mean, like if one-shotting enemies using preemptive strike and Domon Kasu UR is not working, then you can just go back to the previous plan to use Argo Galsky support attack on the God Gundam, and it's already a really good unit. But still, I do recommend to SSP convert an attacker first, just like the S Gundam here. An attacker is what you need. deal more damage. You don't need to tank better. And Gundam SSP still get miss issue. Yeah, it still get miss issue, just like my new Gundam. But still, like, you need to SSP convert someone eventually, so all of them can miss. So UR units still gonna be the best. I mean, like, if you do have UR units at any limit break, they are still gonna build you a better team. But this is just for your own amusement. That's why I don't blame people who play favoritism. Like, if you do like certain units, just SSP convert that unit. It's for your own account, for your own fun. Halo Bang Vi, mau nanya, Bang Vi kan unit and pesawatnya bagus-bagus, tapi pernah nggak Bang Vi nemu lawan di Master League yang udah dicoba diutak-atik gini gitu, tapi Bang Vi tetap kalah? Ada dong, ada yang kayak gitu mah. Coba di reroll, have no one you are, hehehe. Maybe you take 5 different preemptives to kill and you counter attack them. The only way to survival is for 4 range. Di ML kadang tiba-tiba menang, diulang malah kalah terus. Oh, itu mah skill issue. I will be there, I'm a hero, welcome to the scene. Terus satu musuh aja Bang yang nggak bisa Bang Vika, aku pernah aja sih. Ada kalau mau Bang Yowigi bisa nonton live stream ya di channel gue. Ada live stream buat Master League. Setiap Master League gue pasti nge-live stream. Jadi tonton aja satu-satu. Ada musuh yang kayak gitu, terutama di atas 200.000 skor ya. If you watch my Master League above 200,000 score, then there definitely are enemies that I cannot kill. Okay, so it happens. There exist those kind of enemies. Just tune in. Why should we wait for December 31st? Because we gonna get 2 new main stories. With 2 new main stories, we're gonna get 2 new development diagrams, which means that a ton of new SSR units. So if they turn out to be a better SSP units, then you better off just SSP that one, especially the Strike Freedom. The Strike Freedom, the Infinite Justice, the Caliban, they can turn out really good. And also the UR units, new pilots. With new UR pilots, you also have more choices on the units that you can SSP. Just like if, for example, if Suleta attacker turns out to be insanely strong, then you have a choice to SSP convert aerial rebuild SSR. Yo, hello Pamanas, my bias. I want to SSR Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. Then go for it. Wing Gundam Endless Waltz is also a really good choice. Good evening or morning. Yeah, good evening, morning. Let's see what you are doing yet. Yeah, this is actually quite okay. I mean, like, Argi Miras is such a good melee pilot. So this is really good. Yay! Tada! Argi NS Gundam is probably my best pull so far. Okay. So cara mengatasi accuracy isinya God Gundam, mau coba SSP FA Hakusiki tapi aku bimbang. That's why I wait first until we until 31st. Don't SSP anything if you don't need them. So that one really do need testing, but there are not many chances for everyone, so nobody can test whether Hyakusiki or God Gundam is better. Any other UR? Ooh, another UR! Hey, double UR! Nice! Why? That side! Dang it! I don't need that side. Shit. Yeah, I forgot Strike Freedom. Shit, I should save for Strike Freedom. But hope Bandai don't make it defense type. No. Is this the Argi with force chance? No. That's the SSR Argi. This Argi doesn't have force chance. Okay. Best pull so far has been my first aerial and a Duke Zeong. But I like to play praise. For sure SSR SF is not an attacker because you are already attacker. Yeah, probably. So we will see later. But I do get 2 UR in here together with the S Gundam and new unit and pilot. This Argy is really good, you know, like it has boost critical and MP up, so really great. This is a support pilot, but going on the offensive side, okay, offensive support pilot, so insanely good. And then attack by 20% when doing support attack. And the Neuralink system, this one increase critical rate for the Astaroth. And then this one, Iron-Blooded Orphan's Gecko, increase when figure is supercharged or higher, support attack or counter +1 time. So he only has 1 support counter, okay? He will only get double support attack when he is riding an Iron-Blooded Orphan's Gecko. So you can only put him on the Astaroth. Okay, and Mercenary, increase damage dealt to the enemy by 15%, so you do need to, match the tag with Mercenary. When executing support attack or counter, increase attack by 10%. Okay. So the best unit for him to pilot is definitely the UR Astaroth, and the next one is the SSR Astaroth Rhinoceros. So yeah, keep this result. Obviously, this is a much better one than this one. So keep this result. Even though the Heavy Gundam is okay, but S Gundam is still the best. Like I still need S Gundam to be at MLB. So let's keep this result. Tada! Keep her. Yes. Okay, so one more pull. We will see what do I get. Secara tipe senjata lebih gampang ke range ketimbang fisik plus special. Hah? Tipe senjata who? Tipe senjata siapa? Argy? Fisik plus special. I don't know what you mean. Still better than Striker Custom. Yes, still better than the Striker Custom. Although my Striker Custom is almost is at 2 limit break, but I rarely use him. So this one is better. However, you're guaranteed you are full spin. No, I haven't pulled anything in this one. I have DO and Psychon, so like I don't have them. You do I choose? Huh? Is that even English? He doesn't have MLB S Gundam? No, I don't have MLB S Gundam. Look at this. This is my S Gundam. Tada! S Gundam! 0 limit break. So yeah, let's go and pull this. Let's see what do I get. I went on the selection one. What do you mean selection one? Which one? The selection one? This one? This is the guaranteed pull, right? Rana Cimenta better than Gacha SSR Astaroth. Yeah. Rhinoceros is better than the Gacha SSR Astaroth. Did you already use the 10 tickets? Yeah, I already used. And I got nothing. So let's pull this. Although I do want to show you the Astaroth. Let's go. So this is the Astaroth, this is the Gacha, this is the development diagram. So let's see the Gacha. Look at this. Attack by 10%, and then beam weapons damage taken reduction and EN recovery. Going here, this one has attack 10%, restore on EN, critical damage 10%, and reduce damage taken by 20%. So yeah, from the abilities itself, Rhinoceros is better than the Astaroth. Then going into the weapon 3,800 the most. This one is 4,300. So yeah, the Rhinoceros is better than the Gacha one. You know, and then the attack, let me see, if you go into maximum, it's maximum upgrade 11,790, 11,790, 11,750. Okay, so from any angle, from any however you see it, the Astaroth development is better than the Gacha one. Although I don't know what you get from SSP. Let me see. What you get from the SSP? Critical damage increase, deflection knife, melee, 188. Yeah, this one is still better. Look at this. 6,060. This one, the farther you are from the enemy, the greater weapon increase. This one, the closer you are to the enemy, the greater weapon increase. The fuck? Obviously, this one is better. This is a melee weapon. Why do you need to be further? And the further you are, you only have 2 range. How do I even get further than that? Yeah, you see. so yeah, this one is so much better. This one is so much better. So let's go do the next handful. Let's see what do I get. Tada! Downloading again. No downloading. If only I can get Sinanju. Like I will drop everything just to get Sinanju. So let me see. Did you use the 10 tickets? Yes, the one we chose to keep. Well, I asked before I saw what you were pulling on. Oh, okay. SSR upgrade materials. You don't dismantle and you need to grade to buy SSR upgrade MLB material. I do, but I upgrade something else. S Gundam is the least of my priority. I don't need S Gundam. Why? Not gonna lie, there's a lot of resources everyone. Go get one of the SSR limit break materials. Yeah, I do get it. But I upgrade something else, not the S Gundam. The one with further range only has 2 range. Ya, sorry nih bang, gue telat mau nanya kenapa judul live streamnya gitu ya. Soalnya tanggal 31 kita bakal dapat 2 main story stage. Jadi di situ bakal ada development diagram baru, banyak SSR unit yang baru. Jadi jangan ngapa-ngapain dulu karena kita juga bannernya bakal ketemu lagi pilot UR yang baru. Jadi unit yang bagusnya bisa aja berubah. Misalkan Strike Freedom ternyata bagus banget di SSP. Wah, itu kan pertanda besar tuh. Terus udah itu Caliban juga. Mungkin Caliban soalnya sekarang bakalan ada pilot si Suleta Mercury. Mungkin Suletanya bakalan jadi bagus banget. Caliban jadi OP. Ya masih kemungkinan. Jadi mending tunggu aja. Mau ngapa-ngapain tunggu aja 31 ya. I got your flame on the 15 guarantee. How it's worth the 15k. Hopefully yes, but why do you spend diamonds on the 50 pool? I already told everyone that's a bait. Very happy sih SSP lebih gampang kena karena weaponnya pakai base range ketimbang god karena SSP yang pakai physical plus special. Oh, nggak juga sih. Itu bukan berarti lebih gampang kena. Accuracy it doesn't depend on range or physical or special. No. Your accuracy on a weapon depends on the stats. Like if you use a ranged weapon, your accuracy is determined by your pilot's range stats. And then the same thing, if you use a melee weapon, then your accuracy is determined by the pilot's melee stats. Okay? It doesn't care about the physical and special. You know. Wonder if they are doing igloo only because of winter. You can always try to put on the UR guaranteed banner. I hope you guaranteed is Sinanju. No, I definitely not gonna pull on that one. That's a bait. That's a waste of diamond. So 50 for it. I got 3 UR from it. Oh, that's nice. So let's see what do I get here. Ta-da! That's a fake Amuro. So what do I get? There's an SSR supporter. But we don't really need SSR supporter anymore right now. We do need a UR supporter. Hey! You are supporter! Oh my god! Torjika! This is actually okay, but I don't really want to limit break my Beltorchica. I use Beltorchica to actually get slower, not better. Yeah, so I don't really need Beltorchica. So let's see what the UR. If the UR is Sinanju, then yeah, maybe I will take this one. If the UR is Sinanju, okay. Let's see. G Generation Phoenix. My Phoenix is at 2 stars. So if I take this, I'm gonna MLB this Phoenix, but I don't need him at MLB. He will be too fast at MLB. So yeah, the previous pool is still better. Okay. Ta-da! Kok bisa pull 2 kali? Bisa ditimbun kah pull gratisnya? Oh iya dong, gorengan, gowewong. Ya. If you don't pull, it will go to the next day. So you can actually collect 8 pulls and do it on the last day. You didn't read the notification. The notices say so. It's already said in the notices. So I also do made a content about it. So that means that you didn't watch my video. Dang it. Why do I even make a content? You didn't watch my video. I already told everyone about that. So yeah, among these two, this one is a better choice. So let's just keep this here. Tada. Keep her. Timing. Kalau support mail belum punya buat SSP God Gundam. Yeah. So yeah, just think about it. Really hard. Gue dapat cover sama Gundam full armor dari tiket event double AP. Pas banget di tanggal 25, lumayan jadi hadiah Natal. Nice. Sinanju isn't on this banner. Oh yeah, Sinanju is not on this banner. Yeah. Yeah, Sinanju is not on this banner. So yeah, it's, I think the Astaroth is already good enough. I mean, something that can top it off is if I do get Psycho Zaku and something else. Like if I can get 2 UR with Psycho Zaku as one of them, then maybe I will think about it. But right now, Astaroth is already a really good unit together with that side. So that is okay. On the sport boost. What sport boost? The Beltorchica boosts the Psychomu. Support the Psychomu. Your pulls are much better than mine. Are we on the 4th pool now? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm on the 4th pool or something, or the 5th. Physical power unleash is garbage and useless actually. Also with the prepar, with the current meta strong unit pilot prepar. Are you sure? Are you drunk? The Phoenix is actually the best paired with God Gundam. Like because the Phoenix Gundam is an Ace unit. This can be brought together with an Ace unit. Look at that. Like this is the best debuffer for the God Gundam. What are you talking about? Yeah, we have the defense down. We have the physical damage taken up. That is for the God Gundam. The Phoenix is the best. Ever since God Gundam came out, the Phoenix suddenly rose up to become the best support debuffer. Because we got a lot of new physical damage dealer from the Mobile Factor G Gundam and also the IBO series. So yeah, physical damage taken up debuff suddenly rose up and it becomes really good. Tak baca aku tuh. Tapi daripada yang Kim, gue pengen banget dapetin support OSK atau Psychomu. Yeah, if you can get those two, yeah, that's really good. Daryl and Char will be a great pickup for you. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Sora. Like Zeong can be a really good addition for my Master League team. He's really great to prevent enemy from getting double chance step. And then Daryl is obviously the best. Like a special damage taken up debuffer is very rare. So definitely something that I must have. Could use Phoenix UR for the physical debuff. Yeah, I still don't really use him. And I have an MLB Dot Gundam. See, like I mean, like why? Like if you do have auto making an Ace unit team, this is your debuff. There is no other debuffer. There is no other physical damage taken up debuffer. Where is the Ace unit? Like, who else? There is no other level 6 physical damage taken up debuffer from an Ace unit. So if you make an auto Iskandar unit, then obviously you need him for your God Gundam. And then there is a striker custom, there is Axia. You see, in the Ace unit team, all of the attacker are physical. Except for this one. Like this one is also still physical. Oh, there's a C Gundam. Yeah. So these two are not physical, but Crossbone, Exia, Striker Custom, God Gundam, they are all physical. So this become the most important debuffer. Why you don't use him? Yeah, and I have an MLB God Gundam. However, 50 special end of year pulls. No, I don't want to pull on that one. The thing is, sustains that I just can't have it in my team. What? Don't forget, Phoenix can regen team. It can help supply. Yeah. Also, will be the best pick up for a special since you can use it on Ace unit. No. It's a different debuff. It's a different debuff. You can stack the debuff. Oh my god, are you guys all new players? Should I explain this again? I mean, Phoenix Gundam Power Unleashed needs to be MLB to be playable. For me personally, Race man with LB01 not that good. This one? Are you talking about this? Phoenix Gundam Power Unleashed? This one? Huh? Dude, debuff doesn't care about your limit break. Debuff will always be at level 6, no matter what your limit break is. You know, you don't bring him for the damage, you bring him for the debuff. It doesn't matter whether it's limit break or not. You're definitely drunk. Masih bingung cara ngitung damage skill EX unit you are. Gak usah dihitung, yang pasti hitung damage. Udah, selesai. Actually, I take it back. I forgot about crossbows. There is an actual bad unit. What? God Gundam and the one cast already strong by themselves when MP is supercharged. Dude, you can double his damage. There is nothing enough about Domonkasu, about the God Gundam. Like if you go to PvE, you can one shot a boss, you know, with Phoenix Gundam. You probably need to attack the enemy 2 times if you use MLB God Gundam by himself in PvE, especially the Generation Tower East. You cannot one shot the enemy boss unless you use full debuff. No, I was saying if you're trying to build Ace unit, Impulse will be a better pickup since it's a special debuffer. No, Impulse is a defense down debuffer. Dude, why is everybody drunk tonight? This is a defense down debuffer. What are you talking about? And even if this is a special weapon damage taken up debuffer, you can stack them, dude. Oh my god, let me show you guys why do you need to choose? They are a different debuff. Let me go to a stage. Let me go. Where should I go? Where can I bring them? Let me go to a main stage. Just go to the C Gundam. Let's go. Let's go to hard. Let me go take this. I don't know if the enemy will die or not. Let me see. I think enemy will die. I think the enemy will die if I hit them using this Phoenix and also the God Gundam. I'm probably gonna need to reduce the debuff, you know. But let me show you. Let's do the Force Impulse with Shinasuka. Yeah, but this other debuff is special. Oh yeah, but you are not aiming for the level 5 debuff. It's useless. Always aim for the level 6 debuff. You know, this is, look at that. This is 25%. This is a level 4 debuff. So it sucks. You know, it's a level 4 debuff. You only ever count a level 6 debuff. Like the difference from 25% to 35% is huge. Okay, so always bring a level 6 debuffer that will increase your damage by a lot more. And I don't want to bring auto. Like the enemy will surely die if I bring auto. Also, has put me out of a lot of tough moments. Does 2 defense down stack or 2 different level defense down work? No. It won't stack. The same debuff will not stack, but a different debuff will stack. Okay. Different type stack, not level. Ace unit doesn't have an EX special debuffer yet, so Impulse is your best bet. Yeah. But you can just bring a Saikozaku without getting buffed by your supporter. Or, because you can bring 2 teams into PvE, bring the special weapon damage taken up debuffer in your other team. That's why Ace unit team best friend is the one-shot killer, because the one-shot killer you can bring Saikozaku. Okay, so let me see. Can I will one-shot them. I will one-shot them. The hell, I will one-shot them. I won't be able to put debuff on this one. They are too weak. Let me go to a stronger enemy. Is there any stronger enemy in here? Any stronger enemy? Should I go to? Is there any eternal road where I can use? Oh, maybe I can go to the event. This one, boss battle, that time. Can I? I don't have the ticket. The boss battle. Maybe I should use a different unit. Let me see. Any low level debuffer. Maybe just bring a weaker debuffer. Let's go. Like this one is too strong. Any unit with a special weapon damage taken up debuffer. I mean, like a physical debuffer. Let me check on the support unit. This one. What are you? This is defense down. Okay, this is defense down. Let's just bring this. And then we're gonna bring the beam damage taken up. With our level 1 should be alright. I mean, we won't be killing the enemy. Okay. So let me see, a beam damage taken up debuffer. You have? Oh, this is physical. Okay, let's just use this. Ta-da! So defense down and physical. Let's go. Sortie. Do you have any suggestions regarding what units or supporter that we should aim in the keep banner? It depends on your account. I cannot suggest you. Like this game doesn't have any tier list. Like nothing is good, nothing is bad. It all depends on your supporter, your current team, all of your other units. Like for example, in this Ace unit team, if you do have a God Gundam, then also auto, then it's better to aim for the units that you don't have from the Ace unit tag. You know, no matter how bad they are, like because you need to build an Ace unit team. Ever since getting crossbows, it's just been a gamble for crit. The pilot is very underwhelming in long range, and I just don't like the crossbows in general. Yeah, but before this, like when the game first came out in Master League Season 0, I still remember back then my friend told me, oh my god, I cannot win the Master League Season 0. I don't have any good units. And when I checked his account, he has a crossbone Gundam. I told him, dude, level that guy up. You know? And then he did. He used that guy, that crossbone one-shot a Justice Gundam. You know, back then, where Strike Freedom and Justice has been a plague in Master League Season 0. He one-shotted Justice Gundam using his crossbone, you know. So, yeah, there were times where crossbone was useful, but is no longer anymore because we have a better units now. Try on history boss battle. Oh yeah, that also. Also I have. Wait, history boss battle. The first enemy assault is no longer here. Which history boss battle do you want me to try? Also, I win MLB by 2, and it was the only to die and died on the first on the tough as nail. Okay, you all type a lot of things. I better off just finish this test first, okay? I don't know, like I think there are a lot of newer players in here, so let's just do this test first. Okay, so this is the damage of Domonkasu, okay? Ta-da! 157,270. Okay, remember that. Okay, 157,000 damage. 157,000 damage. Okay, this one gives defense down. Okay, this is defense down. So this is what impulse. Oh yeah, they are all support defender. I need a different map. Let's go. Like, they definitely gonna support defend using a different unit, so I won't be able to stack the debuff on the same enemy. So let's just go into here. Let's see if the map. Let me go into here. Okay, let's see if the enemy. I can stack the debuff on the same enemy. So yeah, like, I don't know, like maybe there are a lot of new players tonight, so I'm gonna need to show you this debuff. Let me go, where are you? Okay, so we're gonna aim for this unit. So let's see how much damage do I deal. 164,000 damage, okay, 164. Yeah, 164. So I'm gonna defense down this guy. 164. This is defense down, right? 15% defense down. Ta-da. 164, okay? And I cannot skip this because this is the first time I use this unit. Okay, 164. So let's see the damage. 167. Look at that. We increase the damage by 3,000 because it's a low debuff, you know. 167. So if you go to the enemy, you can check in the set details here. There is this debuff, defense down 15%. So if I hit him again with a higher level defense down, it's not gonna stack here. It will change the number. So from 15% to 20% or 30% or 35%, whichever you debuff him next, okay? Now, if I debuff him using this is damage taken from physical weapons, up 20%. So, we're gonna remove this, okay? We're gonna debuff that guy. Ta-da! Okay. So, look at this. This guy now have to debuff. Look at this. Defense down 15%, physical weapons up 20%. So, if my Domon freaking Kazu attack this guy, look at that damage! See? 190,000 damage. How much bigger the damage becomes? Because those debuffs stack. Okay? So, no matter how bad you think Phoenix Gundam is, that physical weapon damage taken up debuff is insanely strong. Okay? So, that's what I've been telling you guys, you know, like for a debuffer, it doesn't matter how weak you are. What matters is what is the level of your debuff. So if this guy, you know, even at level 1, if this guy has a defense down 30%, he will perform as good as any other level 100 unit. Okay, you only need the debuff. The main character, the one that will deal the damage, is gonna be this guy, not you, not the supporter. Okay, that's why they are called support units. So that's the debuff. Look at how much damage it goes up, you know, just by stacking 2 debuffs together. Okay, and the way to know which debuff you need is to go to this unit, check the weapon, and look at this, physical and special. So defense down will always increase the damage of every single unit. And then after that, you need to follow these weapon details. For God Gundam, you use physical and special. So I can give one more debuff to this guy. I can give a special weapon damage taken up debuff. So let's go and find a level 1 unit with special damage taken up debuff, and you will see how much damage I can give to that enemy. Okay, so let's put one more, a special weapon damage taken up debuffer. I don't know which unit has that at level 1, but we will see. Let me see. Do you have a special weapon damage taken up debuff? Nope, this is beam. Special. Do you have special? This is physical. Any special? Are you special? This is beam. This is why the special damage taken up debuffer is a very rare debuff to get. There are not many units who has very high level special damage taken up debuffer. That's why Psycho Zaku and also New Gundam becomes a really good unit. Oh, look at this. This is special weapon damage taken up debuffer. Okay, so let's use this Bolt Gundam. I'm gonna just use let's just use Asuna on this one. Okay, so let's sortie this. Let me see how much damage I can give to the enemy by giving all 3 debuff. So yeah, this is information for newer players and also for older players who forget about this. I mean, I don't know. Will he die if I give him this debuff? Let me just give the special weapon and the second debuff first. Special weapons, tada. Like, okay, this is special. I want to give the special first because if I give the defense down, then the attack from these 2 units will deal more to this guy because they got affected by the defense down. So if I give the special first, then look at that. From 167, the special weapon damage taken up debuff increased 20,000 damage. So in terms of damage increase, if your unit, oh yeah, I also did a video content about this. You know, the beam damage taken up, the special damage taken up, the physical damage taken up. If your unit deals insane damage like the God Gundam here, then that debuff will increase your damage by a lot more compared to defense down. Because defense down affects the enemy. Like, for example, if this unit is weak and he has probably like only 1,000 defense, then your defense down only reduce 15% out of that 1,000 defense. So your damage will not get increased by a lot. Okay, because you are hitting a weak enemy. But if you increase like this one, special damage taken, special weapons up by 20%, it increased my God Gundam's damage to this guy, no matter how much defense he has. So my 167,000 damage will get increased by 20% to this guy instead of reducing this guy's defense and then calculate my damage based on that defense. Okay, so defense down is great against a tank. Enemy tank units who has very high defense. It will reduce. The more defense they have, the more defense my defense down gonna cut. And for beam damage taken up, physical damage taken up, or special damage taken up debuffer, it depends on how strong my unit is. If my unit deals insane amount of damage to the enemy unit, then that debuff will increase my damage by a lot more. So defense down is if you go to Master League, this is a very important information because if you want to kill the enemy tank, use defense down debuffer. If you want to kill the enemy's attacker or support units, use beam damage taken up, physical damage taken up, or the special damage taken up. You know. So now I'm gonna give this one again. So look at this. My attack goes up to 210,000. Okay, now I'm gonna give defense down. Tada. Okay, so look at this. My damage become 213,000 damage. Yeah, the defense down doesn't increase my damage much because this is a weak enemy. The defense down doesn't give me much more damage because the defense that he gets reduced is already low to begin with. Okay, but you can stack this. Look at this. Special weapons up 20%, physical weapons up 20%, defense down 15%. So yeah, this is the maximum damage my God Gundam will deal with this weapon because I have the physical and special weapon damage taken up debuff. Look at this. These stacks. This is why if you go to a stage, you know, a PvE stage,
the UR units will always have an advantage against other units because UR units are mostly the ones who has double type. You know, like for example, my new Gundam, he only has a single type. Like look at this. This is only special, so it only affected by special damage taken off debuff. Okay, it's not affected by beam damage taken off debuff on the enemy. This is also special. This is beam. This is beam also. So that is the SSR, and that's why the Lupus Rex will always be at the top of damage dealer, because this is one of the very few units who has double type, physical and special. He is an SSR unit who has double type. Okay, so among these units that we have currently, there are only 4 units who has double weapon type. The first one being, and the strongest one, is the Lupus Rex. The second one is the Lupus. This is also has a weapon that has double type, physical and special. And then the next one is this Vidar. Okay, so Vidar is one of the rare unit who has both physical and special type. Look at that. Vidar can get bonus from both the physical and special damage taken off debuff, and also this Chimaris Vidar. Okay, this one, tada, physical special. Okay, so every Alaya Vinaya limiter off, or the type E, they have physical and special type. Okay, there are only 4 units among, like, how many units do we have? Like 4,000? I don't know how many units do we have by now, but there are only 4 units who has double weapon type. That is not UR unit. Okay, so yeah, Marquis Marquel doesn't have sway, and in the 30s was 40 repair innate, support repair unicorn awaken doesn't matter. My honest opinion, it doesn't matter if unicorn or impulsion is better, you know, because you can still stack that physical weapon damage taken up debuff, and he is the only one who has that. You know, I've already shown you just now. You know, doesn't matter how bad he is, the debuff is what is important. He is the only one who has this in the ace unit type. Yes, but my team still work with Crossbone up to now. Crossbone can do some insane damage, but man, he's so RNG. Yeah, the story was what they meant. I think the story was awalnya dikit dah, nggak ada slow defense. Okay, but I've already proven you the number, so it's okay. You know, you don't need to go to strong enemy, like, you know, a little bit of damage increase already shown that your damage is affected. So you can just go there and take the number. I can also show you the difference between that. Let me go to the, where's the history stage? History boss stage. Not here. You mean the main stage? This one? Is there a boss stage in here? Oh yeah, there's a boss battle in here. Oh yeah, let's go. So let me show you the difference between a level 5 debuff and a level 6 debuff. Let me call up this. Let's go. So I'm gonna bring a level 5 physical damage taken up debuff. Let's go. Level 5 physical damage taken up debuff is on who? I think on the IBO there should be. Yeah, this one. Tada. You do have. Yeah, physical weapons up 30%. Okay, so let's just swap this. And this one has the physical weapon 35%. Yeah, this one has 35%. So this is the difference of 5%. Let me bring the God Gundam. Or maybe the Striker custom can also be used. But I'm gonna show the God Gundam. Let's go. Ta-da! So sortie. Let's go. Try IWSP Blue Frame. Well, I thought you were Christopher Devin at first. Indonesia probably looks similar elsewhere in Indonesia also. Who is that? I don't know who that guy is. You know, damage I was almost able to respond with no crit from God Gundam. Yeah, see? What debuffer is Impulse Gundam again? Defense down. Impulse is a defense down debuffer. He has a special weapon damage second up debuff, but it is at level 4. Not gonna be that great. But yeah. So let me see. So this is my God Gundam damage. Let me go to the closest range, because the closer he is, the more damage we do. 169666. Okay, that's a good number. 169666. Okay, so this is using a physical weapons 30%. Okay, let's go. Not gonna use this. Not gonna use this. So, tada. Tomate kudasai. Okay, let's go close. And 204,770. Okay, that's the damage we get from getting giving 30% defense down. Okay, so 204,000. Let me give up. 204,000, and I'm gonna give a debuff using the Phoenix Gundam. I think it won't increase by a lot because the enemy it's not that weak. 204,000 just now. So let's do it with the Phoenix Gundam. So I cannot do it on the boss himself, because this guy will support defense. Okay? This guy will support defense on that guy. I will eventually gonna hit that guy anyway. Unless I kill that guy. Okay. So, tada! 210,000, okay? So 6,000 damage difference. That's the 5% do. Okay, that's why, like, the debuff level is very important. You will always want a level 6 debuff. You know, as high level as possible that you can get. Okay, and this will go even higher. Like if you give him a defense down debuff, or maybe other debuff, then it will stack. You know, let's give him a defense down. And this is your damage. Tada! 247,000. And if you go MP up, like, because it is 5% of your damage, you know. So if the enemy is already getting their defense down, then you deal more damage to him, then the 30% increase will be higher, or the 35% increase will be higher, because it is your final damage. So if I also MP up my Domon, okay, and then use this melee boost, it will go even higher, because the 35% will increase my final damage after boosted by the damage 30% from the supercharge, and also from my melee boost, my melee stats goes higher, and that will increase even further. So the 5% difference will go even higher the higher your damage goes up. So when you deal 1 million damage, 5% of that 1 million damage is 50,000 damage. Okay, so that is huge. That is a huge difference. So yeah, that's how you stack debuff. Yeah. Defense and special. Defense 35%, special 25%. Work 5 phrase. BP02A has 35% physical. Yeah, so that's why. When you think about units that way, that means that for support unit, they are the least important to be SP converted and SSP converted. Because in any case, you will always want to have a level 6 debuffer. And the only units who have level 6 debuff is only ultimate units and UR units. There is only one SSR who has a level 6 debuff, which is this guy. This is the only unit among the 7,000 units in this game who has a level 6 debuff. Look at this. Ta-da! Attack down 35%. This is a level 6 debuff, okay? If you don't know about level 6 and level 5, basically a 35% debuff is only available on the UR units and ultimate units. And this is the only guy who has a 35% debuff. Every single other units, support units, only has up to 30% debuff. So that 5% can be huge if you deal 1 million damage. Okay. So that's why for SP conversion and SSP conversion, the support unit don't need that, because you will never ever use them anyway. You will always gonna use the ultimate units even at 0 limit break. You know, like if I have this guy at 0 limit break, I don't care about his stats, I don't care about his damage. What I care is this, defense down 35%. This is what I need. So when you think about it like that, that means that the UR weapon upgrade material is best to give into the support unit. They are the very first one whom you need to give the UR weapon upgrade material, because you aim for their debuff. Okay, so yeah, you better upgrade them to level 5 debuff. Like for example here, this is my Force Impulse. Like if I ever use him more often, then I will upgrade his weapon to level 5. Like look at this. This is my Freedom Gundam, limit break 0. But because I sometimes use him, then I upgrade his weapon to level 5. Look at that. Because I only aim for the debuff. You know. So there is that. And even my God Gundam is still at level 3. Because I don't need the damage. Like he is already dealing overkill damage with level 3 weapon. But the debuff is what matters. You know, I rather give weapon upgrade, UR upgrade material to a support unit compared to an attacker and defender unit, especially the defender unit. They don't need weapon. You know, they don't attack their enemy unless you do want to debuff your enemy. Like this one, I do want to reduce the enemy's attack by 35%, so I do upgrade this weapon. Like the one that I use in Master League, I do upgrade their weapon to level 5. Like the Barbatus, I do upgrade his weapon to 5 because I use him a lot to reduce the enemy's attack, so they don't kill me. Okay. Other than that, that's how you prioritize your units. Okay. So that's why the SSP conversion, the best one for SSP conversion is an attacker unit, because for an attacker unit you get a new weapon, and eventually if you can get a 5 range weapon, that is the best upgrade for an attacker unit. And for SP conversion, the best unit for SP conversion is actually the durability unit. Because for durability unit, it doesn't matter what weapon you have, you will never use them. When you are support defending your allies, you don't attack your enemy back. So your weapon is useless. Like you don't care about your weapon, okay? What you care from a durability unit is the abilities. How strong they are when absorbing the enemy's damage. You know, and also their HP and their defense. That's what matters. And SP conversion gives you all that. Okay, the HP and defense. More HP, more defense, the stronger you are. So SP conversion priority goes to durability unit. SSP conversion goes to attacker unit. And for support unit, always use the UR and ultimate units. That's why when I upgrade my ultimate units, the only ones that I upgrade is always the support unit, the Red Zeta and the Broken Barbatus. Because they are the ones who has a level 5, a level 6 debuff. Look at this, physical weapons up 35%. This increases my Barbatus damage by a lot. So I ultimate to the support. So yeah, that's how I play with my account. You know, I don't upgrade the cast file, it's only at ultimate 1. You know, I don't upgrade the Hyperion, it's only at ultimate 1. The only reason I upgrade Hyperion is because it increases his movement. I only need him to be at 5 movement, and that's it. You know, the cast file is because at ultimate 1 he is already able to finish the Expert Eternal Road number 1. So it's already enough. So, yeah, after all those testing, let's Continue with the Master League. Let's go. I'm gonna reset this guy. There's compensation for another attack and range. Yeah. What does reaction do? Or reaction increase your chance to dodge the enemy attack. And in Master League, it determines who moves first, just like mobility, you know. So if you do want to make your attacker unit move faster, then use a pilot with high reaction. You know, that is an option if you do want to move faster with the AI. Okay, but in PvE, reaction means your chance to avoid the enemy's attack. Aerial gak MLB-in? Gak. Because if I MLB my aerial, he's gonna be too fast. And I don't want a fast unit. Rare weapons for completing the task missions for F2 Yeah. But there are a lot of new units who gonna come in the future. So rather than just wasting my material right now, I better off just upgrade them on the go. If there are better units in the future, then I will just upgrade them in the future. Okay, I'm not in a rush to get any reward by now. Like the mission will still be there 5 years in the future. So I can still just do that later on. I will eventually get the diamond anyway. Oh no, Sasabi overstep. It's on the enemy's line. Hopefully the enemy don't attack you. Yeah, like right now. Ta-da! You can do that to units that you want to dismantle for money. Yeah. Like upgrade them. Currently, I also need to do that, I think. I need to prepare my account for 31st of December. So I need to dismantle some units by now. Yeah, that's true. Hey, BO, the new Gundam attack. Let's see it. Eli! Ta-da! Easy peasy! Alright guys, how many gems are you at right now? I'm at 38,000 I think, 39,000. So I'm in a comfortable position. Let me see. Yeah, 40,000, exactly 40,000. Nice. I need some challenge road strat. Did you finish all of it? No, I haven't. That's why I still have a lot of things to do. Look at this. I still have 3 more stages to go. And a lot of the other ones I haven't finished with the development units only. But yeah, just taking my time, you know. It's better to have a lot of things haven't done yet compared to having nothing else to do. So I don't really want to finish the game too fast. And they give me a lower combat power. The hell? Look at this, 247, 247, this is 245. I'm not gonna get high score out of this. You know, it's just a time. None of them MLB except for the high new Gundam. So Henry is at position 1, and I will be the one who moved first anyway. Ooh, look at that. Gundam full armor. This is why Gundam full armor is at the best effective HP ranking. Because of that, look at that. He still survived getting hit by my Sasabi, even without maximum limit break. 25k. Unicorn Eternal Road Expert is easy, can completely just fly to the unit and pilot a position that you play. Every single stage can do that, you know. It also depends on your account. Like my brother can finish I forgot which one. He did the Psychomu one with only 1 Qubili. 1 unit only. Ta-da. And this is what I like about SS being the new Gundam, because I have Amuro defender, so I can use him to tank the enemy's damage. You know, like he has high HP and high defense now. I can use Amuro durability to pilot the SSP new Gundam. Ta-da! So reset next one. We should reset. How so many diamonds last time? It was 37,000. Yeah, currently this month we get a lot of free diamonds. So that's why we are having fun right now. We should be fine on the 31st of December. As long as you don't spend your diamonds on the 50 pool. You know, it's a guaranteed. Yes, it is a guaranteed. You are units, but that is a bait. They want you to spend your diamond before the 31st, and then they're gonna release insane OP unit, and then you gonna have to get your visa out and then pull on it. Using only SSR MLB development units. So you are unit. Or there is easy, like a lot of other strategy to do that. You know, like you can even do with less units if you have MLB supporter. You know, when you have every single UR pilot, every single supporter at a maximum limit break, your strategy is different. You know? That's why I always tell people, just you can watch other YouTubers, it's okay, but what works for them is not always gonna work for you, because you have different pilot, you have different supporters. If you do have UR pilot and MLB supporters, you can change your strategy following your supporters. If you do have a different supporters, then your strategy is totally gonna be different. You will bring different units. Only the positioning and probably the general idea of the strategy is gonna be the same, but everything else is gonna be different. There is a chance that you will even do better than other YouTubers. Like for example, my brother has MLB Lacus, so he can do better than the ones that you watch on other YouTubers. Because he deals more damage. It's easy. So don't just follow blindly, like if you just follow what others are doing, your account will be very, very similar to them. And what's the fun in that? Having an account that is exactly the same as other players. You're just playing the exact same game as them, and it's basically not you who is playing the game. It is that guy who is playing your account. Oh, this is 248 actually, so I can actually do better on this. Let's go. Just now the first one who moves is my Sasabi. Yes. Wait, let me watch again. Let me watch the match history. So yeah, like. For example, if you do have a better units, better supporter, and better pilot, yes, you might still be able to clear your eternal road exactly as how other YouTubers do it, but you will never find out that actually you can do it even with an even better strategy, because you never try with your own account, with your own units. I'm actually curious if there's anyone who actually passed on half anniversary. What do you mean passed on half anniversary? Due to no interest in the series present. I don't know. But I don't blame them. Like, it's up to them, So the Sazabi is the first one to move. Okay. And then the Psycho Zaku, and then the Justice Meteor, and then the Justice. Okay, so that's the order. Sazabi first. Let's go. Let's go. Trap the Sazabi. Where is the Sazabi? Sazabi is at 4. And then Psycho Zaku 3 4 3. Let's go change this to Psycho 4 3 rearrange 4. I'm gonna put this on 4. Then this one's gonna be here. Then this one's 5. Okay, this is on the 3. And should I use Sazabi? Or should I use other unit? I think the Zeta is looking great too. Let's just start with the Sazabi first. Let's 10. Let's go. We're gonna trap the enemy. Hopefully I'm slower than them. Although the Sazabi gonna still be faster. But hopefully the enemy Sazabi is gonna move first before me. Let's go. My Sazabi is faster. It's okay though. The enemy is still gonna attack my new gun. Let's go. Ta-da! Okay, that's the Psycho Zaku. Oh, Psycho Zaku cannot reach my unicorn. Okay. Oh no, he's attacking the strike reader. Dang it. He's gonna die. Okay, strike freedom's time. New Gundam. I survive? No. Too bad I don't have Sharasnava on the Sasaki. If not, I might be able to kill all 3 of them. Yeah. If I use Shar in here, I can kill all 3 of them. Ooh. Well, the turn bonus can still go better. Let's go. I need toughest nails and specialized unit supporters. That's on half anniversary someone's back a few months ago. Oh my god. They got Hell no, never pass on that. Oh, MLB is too strong. It depends. Yeah, that's why build a team based on your luck. You know, like if you get lucky only on the Crossbone Gundam, like for example, you are a new player, okay, and then suddenly you get MLB Crossbone Gundam. That is your strongest unit, you know. Just build a team around your Crossbone Gundam. Even though he is bad, even though he is RNG, but it is MLB. You know, it is at maximum limit break. He is your strongest unit. So build a team around him, you know. And because we don't build only one team, build a team around him, and then after that you can try building another team, you know. Revolving around another unit that you get more duplicates on. So that's how you play this kind of gacha game. Not this kind of gacha games. I mean, like how to play every single gacha games. You know, you don't follow the mainstream. You don't follow the tier list. If they give you a totally different unit, just build your team around that unit. You know, like a lot of the time, people don't realize there are other ways to play the game, that the underdog unit is actually insanely OP because they all follow the norm, they all follow the mainstream, they all follow the tier list, you know. So nobody ever realized, nobody ever found out that this unit that everybody thinks sucks is actually one of the best unit if paired with something else, you know. But they will never find out about that because you all follow the same YouTubers. So just play however you think you want to play a game, you know. Just don't follow anyone. So let me see. I'm gonna change this to Shara, I guess. Let me see. And then rearrange this foot here. Dio. Maybe I can slow him down. Although he's actually okay. Maybe I should make myself even slower. Let's just use this. Okay. Yeah, this might work. Let's go. Can I? I don't know. Let's just try. Dev Shield also made other types of mod other than attack, defense, HP, stat, increase mod. Can we get other mods like mobility down mod, movement plus one, right? Yeah, I think that will be interesting, but that will definitely gonna break the game. Because if you give a range up, if you do have a modification of range up plus one, that will be the strongest modification anyone can have. Because range is very important in this kind of game. And we already ran out of support defender. The fuck. All because my new Gundam missed. Dang it. We're definitely gonna lose this, because after this the strike freedom gonna kill all of us. So I cannot be too weak. So the Beltorchica one should be already the best there. Let me see. Tada, change back to Beltorchica. Okay. Positioning, I don't know, maybe this is already great, although maybe I need to change this into this. In this one, we just use Amuro again. Let's go. Ta-da! Because I want to trap the strike freedom into hitting my unicorn. He is still too fast. The fuck. He died. Why? This is why, you know. You now know the reason why I don't limit break my aerial Gundam. You know, I don't want to be too fast. It's really hard to play in Master League if you are too fast. It's actually better to be slow. Look at that. If you are too fast, you're just gonna kill yourself by overextending to the enemy's backline. lose. Ah. Maybe I should just try to kill the enemy's justice. Let's go back to the new type. I'm gonna kill that justice. Okay, so Sasabi will be here. Gonna use Amuro. This one, I'm probably gonna change this one. Let's see. Do we have a defense down the buffer? Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Let's just use Lasin. Ta-da. So let's see if we can do this. Last attempt. Yeah, let's go. I mean, like, if we fail, we're just gonna reset this guy. Sasabi shall move first. Better place Sasabi shall at position 4 or 5. Yeah, that's what I did at the very first try. Okay. That's what I did at the very first try. And we are trying to get a better score than that. Okay. Awaken will not work because I'm currently using a new type machine. The unicorn is not a new type machine, so it's not boosted by my supporter. This one. Is that a good choice for the free banner pool? The Saikosaku. Yeah, I think among all those units, the Saikosaku is the best. If you don't have him yet. Okay. Do this on the Justice Gundam. So this is what I explained to you just now, okay? If you are fighting against a tank enemy, then give defense down on the tank. It will reduce their defense by a lot, and it will increase your damage by a lot more. Hey, our Hainu survived. But still, like, we cannot kill them in one turn. Shit. Too bad. So we still get an S for the turn score. Yeah, that's our very best. Why is it connecting? The fuck? Thanks. What about Sasabi? No, don't. Don't pull a unit that you can get from the normal banner. Okay, because you can always get him from using tickets. So shit. Like this one. Don't take any unit that you can get from the premium unit assembly, because you can always get them, you can always have a chance to get them using the ticket here, the normal ticket. So aim for the ones that you cannot get from there, like the Zeong, the Sharzaku, the full armor Saikozaku, and then Do, the Fast, and then F91, Master Gundam. No, that side if you do want, Force Impulse, the Astaroth. Yeah, and maybe builds like if you do want that one. Yeah, just aim the one that is not in here. Okay, let's continue the Master League. So our score didn't get recorded just now, so we will have another chance. Ta-da. And I do have a secret that I told only on my Discord channel, you know. So I'm not gonna tell you guys in here because it's definitely gonna break the game. It's gonna reduce your fun in this game to 0. Okay, so not telling you that there is a loophole in the Master League, and I definitely not gonna do that. That's why I'm still enjoying the game here. So let's see. We're gonna change the list. Actually, the scene is actually working really well. So I'm just gonna change this to Amuro durability, and this one, I think it's already good enough. Okay. So maybe with this, we should be able to protect our Unicorn Gundam. So maybe we will have a better result. Let's see. It's quite interesting that Strike Freedom mobility is slow, even at MLB. It's like always the last one. No, it's because he doesn't get boosted by the current Master League. That's why he becomes a sweeper. That's a strategy for an MLB unit to be able to clear the entire enemy lineup, is to bring him when the Master League doesn't boost him. Okay, so when you are not boosted by the Master League, your mobility is really slow. But because you are MLB, you still have enough damage to one-shot every single one of your enemy. So because you move last, your enemy already used up all of their support defense. They already get their HP reduced. So you can just finish them off with your double chance step. That is actually a really valid strategy that you can use as a stronger player. You know, and I have no idea why the hell this Amuro used a melee weapon. Like, what the fuck? You could have attacked from far away using your SSP weapon. Why? Why do you have to do that? The fuck? Although somehow he survived. Don't know why. I don't know what happened just now, but somehow all of our units survive, and we're just gonna kill them now. So yeah, I don't know. Still gonna have to change the same turn score, I guess. Even if you can get the 13 free UR unit from premium, not all the time you are able to collect all of them. Yes. But you can just be patient, you know. You can just be patient. Like, you don't really need them by now, you know. You can just be patient and wait until you can get them. Because some of them, you only need the pilot, okay? You don't need the unit. Just like the Sharas novel, if you don't have Sazabi at MLB, then a zero limit break Sazabi is so-so. What you want from Sazabi is the pilot. Shara is such a really good pilot. So you only need one copy of him. So you can always get them from the premium unit assembly. I know the secret. If you play while eating ghost peppers, you get an attack up by 2,000%, while also get indigestion by 100%. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's the secret. Same thing people do with God Gundam and High New Gundam. Yeah. You only aim for the you move last. I mean, the God Gundam is the total opposite. For the God Gundam, you actually move first, attack your enemy, get yourself counterattack, and you will be the lowest HP in your entire lineup. So all the enemy gonna attack your God Gundam, and they all gonna die by counterattack. For the High New, it's the same strategy as the Strike Freedom. The AI, the developer, always bring either the High New or the Strike Freedom as a sweeper, like just now. They put them at MLB and doesn't get boosted by the current Master League. So they will move last. Look at this. This is maximum limit break with Lacus, he will move less because he doesn't get boosted by this 50%. So after all of my unit uses their double support defense, they all get their HP low. This is gonna come in and kill all of my units. So yeah, this time the Sansabi gonna move first. Okay, so position 2, gonna rearrange this based on the position 2. Although I will be the one to move first. So let's see who should we attack. I'm not gonna aim for the 5, okay? So I'm gonna put Sazabi on the 4. So it's already correct. Okay. So because if I put Sazabi on the 5, he definitely gonna attack the enemy strike freedom and I will die by counter attack. So I will aim for this one. Ta-da! Okay. And because he doesn't counter attack me, I will have full HP. But because I use Amuro, so I will be able to support counter. Ta-da! Yeah, support counter. Problem. Hey, he still survived. Wow. Maybe I should go back into using DO. Yeah. Can I survive this? Ooh, look at that! SSP! Ha 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 ha! See? This is the strength of SSP New Gundam. And a map attack! Nice! Hey. So yeah, if I never SSP my New Gundam, he wouldn't have survived just now, getting hit by MLB Strike Freedom. And I can protect him, you know, protect my allies, I mean. Dang it, this is Setsuna. I'm done. Dang it, I don't have enough chance time to kill all of them. I will die after that. So maybe I need to swap the unicorn and the Hainu. Let me see. I love the melee. The less EN spend they use. Yeah, but that only happens if they are sure they can kill the enemy. And my MLB BDU EXU sweeper strat. What BDU? Black Devil unit, Blue Diamond unit. Oh, Blue Destiny. Okay. I don't think so because you don't have the range. That's the problem with melee unit. You know, you don't have the range to attack. To reach your enemy, but I think you can. I mean, like if you move last, then the enemy already moved to your side of the map. That means that you should be able to reach them. Let me rearrange, just swapping those two. And this one, I'm gonna change back to Dio. Okay, Tam. VVP units only move forward; they never move back. Backward. Yeah, because their enemy is at the front. Obviously, they're only gonna move front. Actually, only left for me is crossbow and just waiting right. Yeah, as real players, you need good strategy team. Not AI team anymore in Master League. No, this is AI. You know, nobody in their right mind will bring an SP converted gold frame Astray. I only use full MLB limit broken units at full potential. No, that only happens on some of them. They also have this kind of weird units. Whenever attack my C never use it in PvP. Very well. When competing with each other in Master using their own weird units. No, it's not. You know. It's very easy to know which one is player and which one is AI. You know, like this is an AI. This is not a player. Hey, we survived. Nice. Okay. So at least, maybe I can kill them if my new Gundam manages to move. But I think the enemy is Freedom gonna move first. Let me see. Ooh, luckily I attacked the gold frame. Yeah. Okay, nice. I'll kill the gold frame. And then only left the Strike Freedom. Hopefully my new Gundam have enough damage to kill the Strike Freedom. Oh, it's gonna be supported by Sazabi. Hey. And it's enough. Ooh, look at that. See? Yeah, this is why you need to adapt your strategy. Too bad my turn bonus is not the best, but cannot help it. You know, there is a Justice MLP there. It's really hard to kill him in one turn. So yeah, this is already 250,000 combat power. Can I? No, I don't think I can. Yeah. Let's just reset this. Ta-da! Now this one is a player. Yeah, this one is a player. So let's go. He gonna have his either new Gundam or high new Gundam gonna move first. So 3 or 4. 3 or 4. I don't want to attack 3 or 4 though. Oh, I can attack 4. I can attack 4. Let's go attack 4. Yeah, it's already on the 4. Let's go. Let's do this. Because if I attack the high new Gundam, he will counterattack me using his normal attack, not the EX weapon. Yeah. So he will let me survive. So look at that. It's very easy to see like which one is the AI and which one is the player. The AI will always use the sweeper strategy. You know, I have never seen any player uses the sweeper strategy because they always want to make all of their units getting boosted by the master league. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Zeta. Nice damage. Dang it. Miss. Miss again. I have a lot of miss. Oh my god. And I'm already using my new type machine. That's insane. Oh no. We all gonna die. Hopefully he still survive this. Oh no, he died. My Sazabi won't be able to kill all 3 of them. Every player wants their units to get boosted by mastery, including Atashi also. Only you and some other few players doesn't want to get boosted by mastery. Yes, see? That's why it's easy to know, to see like which one is player and which one is AI. You know, the sweeper strategy is only used, is only available if Strike Freedom and High New Gundam is not boosted by the mastery. You know, nobody in their right mind will bring those two if they don't get boosted by the Master League boost. Okay, you will always try to find a UR team that is boosted by the Master League. You know, so that's what every single player will have in their mind when they are trying to build their team for the Master League. Like for example, like the previous Master League, if you can bring your God Gundam, you're gonna bring your God Gundam. And then if you can bring your Strike Freedom, you're gonna bring your Strike Freedom. Like your attacker gonna change, you know. Only the AI will always stick to the High New and the Strike Freedom sweeper strategy. Connecting. And we also still have an hour. Okay, still have an hour. What should we do after we finish this? I'm probably the only one who make my life more difficult every time we do the Master League, because I want to have fun. Wow. The internet is not that good, but this is 262,000 combat power. Let me watch the history again. Let's see. I need to know the order of the attack. So just now, instead of attacking the enemy's High New, my Sasabi actually aimed for the full armor Gundam. Somehow. Oh, because this is he not boosted by the... Wait, what supporter does the enemy use? Is he using the new tech machine? If he is, then yeah, then the Gundam full armor is not boosted by the new tech machine. No wonder he has the lowest HP. So no matter where I put my Sasabi, he will be attacking the enemy's full armor Gundam. I think I know what should I do. Okay, I know what should I do. I'm gonna give Amuro attacker back to the new Gundam because I don't need to protect my tank. You know, I rather have my new Gundam able to attack the enemy. Okay, so let's give Amuro attacker back to him. And should I rearrange this? No, I don't need. Let's just... Okay. So that is that. Let's attempt this. Sleep. Okay, good night, Ultra Vice. Masih grind, Mas Lik? Paman? Yeah. Masih grinding ini. It's easier to bait the enemy move forward further away from their support defense. Cover lanes to attack our weakest HP unit, then our unit move first. Yeah, that's why. So that's why I still keep my Beltorchica at 0 limit break, because I want to do that, you know. And dang it, because I changed the pilot to Amuro. Wait, it's actually okay. Yeah. Okay, it's still the same result. Ooh, critical. So yeah, again, that's why I keep Beltorchik at 0 limit break. So when I want to be slower than my enemy, then I use Beltorchik. If I want to be faster than my enemy, then I use my Bright Noah. That's also why I MLB my Bright Noah first instead of my Atra. You know, I actually need Atra to be stronger because the Lupus Rex SSR is the one that I use to kill enemy PvE boss stage. You know? So I need him to deal as much damage as possible. So Atra is supposed to be the one that I focus more. But I MLB my Bright Noah first because I want to be as fast as possible in Master League. Or in case I need to do this kind of strategy where I bring my Sazabi in the front, attack my enemy, then getting his HP low enough, just like the God Gundam strategy, okay? Get his HP low enough, and then every single enemy will attack my Sazabi and die by counterattack. And look at that, see? MPP! Hey, new Gundam SSP. See, this is the reason why I SSP this unit. This is not a really good unit for SSP actually, but because I use him a lot in Master League, especially because I play with New Type Machine, there are only 3 attackers in New Type Machine. The New Gundam, Gaimaf, and Full Armor Double Z Gundam. So only those 3 is my option for attacker in New Type Machine team, and so the New Gundam is the best option there. So yeah, that 44,000 score. This is 262,000 combat power. Okay, so we will never ever reset this guy anymore. We're gonna bring all the rest to 44,000. Hehe. So we're gonna do that after reset. But for now, until reset, we still have 1 hour. So what should we do for 1 hour? We can actually do an Eternal Road. Should I go to the Eternal Road? Juga di SSP jadi Muhammadiyah ya, Pak Manti. Ya, jadi sangat berguna. I'm gonna rest for 5 minutes first. Then after that we're gonna attempt the Eternal Road. Okay. I'm gonna need to rest my brain a little bit. I have a headache. So yeah, if you do have any other questions, just feel free to type it in the chat. I will read it and answer. Just like at the very beginning of this stream, like a lot of newer players don't know that the buff can stack. So yeah, I think I do have a playlist entirely dedicated for explaining that kind of things. So I should put it in it's already in my homepage, in my channel. People are just not clicking on that one. Why? Yeah, there is this beginner's guide. Let me show you. Ta-da! So I have a SD Gundam G Generation Eternal beginner's guide. It's at the bottom. Should I put it at the top? Let me rearrange this. Customize channel. Oh, not this one. And it's videos. Not this one. Yeah, maybe the customized channel. Home tab. Yeah, this one. Okay, I should put this at the top. Let me bring this up. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. So yeah, ta-da. Featured for returning subscriber. Can I go even higher than that? No. Okay. I think this video is no longer relevant. So for returning subscriber, we gonna give this one. Yeah. And then for newer player, which one should I give? This one, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So, don't forget to watch this, okay? There are 20 videos I made to explain all the things that I keep re-explaining in my live stream. Or let's just watch. I mean, like, if you do have any questions, like, it's better to just watch and ask it while we are watching this. Okay, so let's just go with the beginners video. Let's see. So the most important one is yeah, this one. This is the one that I explained just now. You know, stop using the wrong debuff. Use this instead. Defense down, beam damage taken up. Which one will give you more damage? Okay. So let's just watch this.
Welcome back to this channel. So in this video, we gonna talk about math. Just like in the thumbnail and also in the title. Like, you probably have a question. If you only have one slot for a support unit, like which one should you bring? A defense down debuffer or a damage taken up debuffer? So in this game, in SD Gundam G Generation Eternal, we have 4 types of debuff to increase your damage dealt to your enemies, which is defense down, beam damage taken up, physical damage taken up, and special damage taken up. So if you want too long, don't want to watch, just like in any other RPG games, a final damage increase always gonna ends up giving you more damage compared to other types of debuff or buff, you know. So the beam damage taken up, physical damage taken up, special damage taken up usually is much better compared to the defense down because it is a final damage increase. So when you are thinking about the calculation of damage dealt using your attack and the enemy's defense, because when you see their stats, it's on the thousands. But how come after so much calculation, you ended up dealing 100,000 damage to your enemies? Like how can the calculation goes to there? So there is an addition, a subtraction, a multiplication using your attack and defense, and then there is a damage modifier and everything. And after every calculation is done, then finally at the end, the final damage will get straight up increased by the beam damage taken up, physical damage taken up, or special damage taken up. So hence why a final damage increase always gonna ends up giving you more benefit, because it also takes calculation after a critical damage, after every other modifiers. So if you end up dealing
damage taken up is a buff, right? It's a debuff. Damage taken up, enemies damage taken up is a debuff.
like 1 million damage to your enemy, then a 30% damage increase. On top of that is a 300,000 damage. I mean, like I'm comparing with another RPG games. So is it true in this game or not? We're gonna see. Okay, so in this game, for those of you who just started playing the game, or for those of you who have been playing this game, we know
that an EX skill have two types of weapon attribute in here. Look at this, beam/physical. I'm using Gundam Exia in here, and the EX skill has beam and physical type in here. So usually other units except for EX skill only have one type of weapon attribute in here. It is either beam, or it is either physical, or it is either special. Now for those type, that means that the beam damage taken up, physical damage taken up, special damage taken up only affects the weapon that has that attribute. But for EX skill, it has two attributes. So that means that if I give defense down, beam damage taken up, and physical damage taken up to my enemy, if I attack that enemy using EX skill, I will get the benefit out of all of them. And you can see here, defense down debuff plus beam damage taken up increase the damage, it stacks, and then the physical damage up on top of that, it stacks again, it increases the damage again. So that means that this weapon attribute for EX skill is considered both beam and physical. So if the enemy also have, like, beam damage reduction and physical damage reduction, this weapon also get affected by both of them. So like whatever you see in here, because it is harder to calculate the attack down, damage dealt down, and the other way around of this, like we're gonna only test the one that increase our damage to our enemies, because it is harder to test the attack down. I need the enemy to attack me and actually write down all the damage. So it is easier to do this, and you can just think the opposite way also works the same. Now going into the testing, I'm using the Gundam aerial rebuild with 14,000 attack there, and Suleta Mercury as the pilot with 774 brains. Although I'm using the Escutcheon attack, which is awakened, so it's gonna use the awakened stats of Suleta Mercury, and I'm testing this on the Eternal Road number 2. On the hard stage, okay? So that's why the Patulia get hit by more than half of its HP with only a single attack from my aerial rebuild. So this is on the hard stage, number 2, Eternal Road. Now if I attack Patulia without anything, it deals 61,657 damage. Now if I give defense down, it instead gives me 71,000 there, and if I only give beam damage taken up, it gives me 77,000 damage. It deals 77,000 damage. So the beam damage taken up actually gives me more damage to the Patulia. Now when I try using the Gundam Heavy Arms, which is he represents a unit with very low attack, it has an attack of 2,800, and using just random pilot to the same enemy in the hard stage, from the basic attack of 2,800 damage, if I give defense down, it goes up to 3,500, and if I give beam damage taken up, it goes up to 3,600. Not so much difference, only 100 damage difference, but still the beam damage taken up gives me more damage compared to the defense down. But it gets interesting here, okay? So just like our theory on other RPG games, a final damage increase usually gives me more benefit. But when I change the stage from the hard Eternal Road to the expert Eternal Road, the stats of Patulia goes up from 11,000 defense to 25,000 defense, which is huge. Like a player probably will never able to see this kind of defense. Probably, I don't know, an MLB UR tank, if boosted by 50% tech in the Master League, can it reach 25,000? But I don't know. Like, in any case, this is an insanely high number. So when I try it again using the Gundam aerial rebuild, if I give defense down and if I give beam damage taken up, the defense down now gives me more damage. Look at that. But when I try using the heavy arms, the beam damage taken up actually gives me more damage than the defense down. So it gets weird in here. Look at this. Yeah. So I wanted to draw a conclusion here that if the enemy have very high defense, then it makes sense to reduce that defense, because the higher their defense, the further the number gets reduced by the percentage that we have in our defense down in here. It makes sense. But when I go to the strategy website and actually try this, like, it's I cannot just go to the game and test everything out. Like, I'm trying to use the help of the website here, and it's good. Like I can put down the attack of the character, the unit defense, and character defense, and I'm using the Geminas 1 and 2 because they are practically the same unit. I mean, like almost the same unit, because it has the exact same weapon. So I don't want to have another calculation and modifier with different power and different weapon. Like if they have the same weapon, they have the same character attack, they have the same like everything. The only thing that differentiate them is that the Gundam Geminas 1 is an attacker and it has higher attack compared to Gundam Geminas 2, which is a tank. So in here, using all default, it gives me 1000 character attack, 10,000 unit defense, and 1000 character defense. This is the default. Okay, so new information for those of you who doesn't know yet, like what is the the link between a character stats and the unit stats. So I tried here, if you reduce the character defense to 0, this is how much damage I deal to my enemy, 78,000 and 48,000. And if I swap it and I reduce the unit defense to 0 and leave the character defense to 1000, this is how much damage I dealt. 77,000 and 52,000. It's almost the same, So we can see that 1 point in character stats is equal to 10 points in unit stats. So if you think about using a pilot, like if a pilot have 500 stats, and compared to a 600 stats, that means that it is a 100 character stats increase. It is almost the same as giving another 1000 attack bonus stats to your unit. Okay, so keep that in mind. But the number is not exactly the same, because you can see it here. It affects the Gundam Geminas 2 more compared to Gundam Geminas 1. You can see I'm going back and forth in here, 10,000 unit defense and 1,000 character defense. So that means that there is another multiplication or calculation behind the scene that we don't know in here. Like, I mean, like the strategy website actually gives you the formula, but it is too confusing for me to read, that I don't know which one is the exact variable that is affecting this. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's why I'm also trying to put all my aerial stats, and also the Patulia stats exactly into this website, and it gives me a different damage dealt number. So yeah, just keep the number with a grain of salt. Like, just take this information and think about it later. So if I give defense down 30% to my enemy, look at this, I give 7,000 unit defense there. This is how much damage I deal to my enemy, 61,000 and 35,000. Now if I give beam damage taken up 30% and revert the unit defense back to 10,000, this is how much damage I deal, 65,000 damage and 36,000 damage. So looking at it here, this is the numbers. So with defense 10,000, defense down makes it go down to 7,000, and beam damage taken up, the initial damage is 50,000 going up to 61, and then 65 on beam up, and then initial damage 28 goes up to 35 and 36,000 there. So it is the same result as what we tried in the actual in-game battle, that the beam damage taken up ended up giving us more damage, okay, in the defense of 10,000. And when we tried it in the Patulia in the hard stage, the Patulia have 11,000 defense. So we get the same result here. So it is consistent. Now if I increase the unit defense to 20,000, and this is the default damage that I deal, I mean like the initial damage that I deal, 26,000 and 16,000. If I reduce the defense by 30%, which reduce it to 14,000, I now deal 37,000 and 21,000 damage. Now if I give beam damage second up and revert the unit defense back to 20,000, the damage dealt becomes 33,000 and 21,000. So again, it is consistent with our in-game testing that if the enemy defense reach up to 20,000, which is like in the actual in-game was 25,000 I think, or 26,000 just now, the Petulia, the defense down for the attacker gives us higher damage, but for the one with Geminas 2, which has a lower attack, the beam damage taken up still gives him more damage, okay? But it is not a lot, okay? It doesn't give that much difference, okay? Now, it gets interesting because I want to try now, like at which point does the defense down starts giving you the benefit more than the beam damage taken up. So eventually I found that the number is 12,000 unit defense. So if the enemy have 12,000 defense, I deal this initial damage, and then if the enemy gets reduced by 30% defense, it goes down to 8,400. This is the damage that I deal, and then give beam damage taken up debuff. This is the damage that I deal. So when I put it in comparison in here, look at that. The number is almost the same. So if the enemy has higher defense than 12,000, then defense down starts giving you more benefit compared to the beam damage taken up. But if the enemy have lower defense than 12,000, then the beam damage taken up will give you more benefit compared to the defense down. But again, I tried being crazy in here and give the unit defense 100,000 stats here, like unit defense. So I deal very low damage in here, 14,000 and 7,800 there. Now, if I reduce the defense by 30%, which ends up having 70,000 defense there, and this is the damage that I deal, and with the beam damage taken up 30% and 100,000 unit defense, this is the damage that I deal. Now, if I compare it side by side, it comes to the opposite side now. Like for the attacker, the Javinus one, the beam damage taken up actually gives more benefit to the defense down now. It doesn't make sense because our initial conclusion was that the higher the enemy's defense, the more we reduce their defense using the defense down. But if it's too crazy, if the number is too high, the beam damage taken up goes back into giving you more benefit. But for the unit that actually have lower attack, the defense now starts giving you more benefit. So I don't know. I mean, like, we can ignore this. There is no way there comes out an enemy that has 100,000 defense. Like, that is impossible. But yeah, the multiplication is more complicated than what we can think of. But we can just take the result of the 10,000 defense and the 20,000 defense. So basic.
Although, now nowadays in Generation Tower East, we can actually see a unit with 100,000 defense. So yeah, this is an old video, but the results should still be similar up until now.
And also the 12,000 defense. So basically, if you are trying to attack a defender unit, an enemy defender unit, then it is better to use defense down. Because usually a defender unit, they have, if they are on MLB, then they have like more than 13,000 defense, okay? So for the rest of the other units, they don't have that much defense, so the beam damage taken up will almost always gonna give you a higher damage. But it is much harder to use the damage taken up because then you need to line up your weapon with the debuff that you give to your enemy. So like if you bring a beam damage taken up debuff to your enemy, if in your lineup among 5 of your units, 1 unit deal physical damage, then that unit will not get the benefit out of the beam damage taken up, obviously. Okay, so if you want to use the beam damage taken up, you need to build a whole team of beam damage, and if you use the physical damage taken up, you need to bring a whole team of physical damage. And But still, like if you use an EX skill, because they have 2 weapon attributes, then you can get the benefit out of either the beam damage taken up, or for my XR example, the physical damage taken up. So you know the high risk high reward thing, so if you have a mix and match team with different kind of weapon attribute going around, then obviously just bring the defense down, even though you deal a little bit lower, but all of your units will get the benefit out of those defense down. But again, yeah, obviously, like if you have more slots to bring your support units, then yeah, it's better to just bring all the debuffs. That's why I love the support unit so much and a debuffer so much, and that's why Psychomu is the best. They have every single debuff in their lineups, so that's why just keep stacking the debuff and you will get the maximum damage out of the debuff. But yeah, this is the the testing that I did. So yeah, I think that's the only time you're gonna need a defense down more than the damage taken up, is when you are actually want to attack the enemy defender unit. And also, here's the thing, like in this testing, we are actually using the normal stats of the attacker unit and also the enemy unit, the enemy that will receive our damage. So when we are talking about 12,000 defense, like it is to compare to a normal attack unit of around 12,000 attack too. So when you go to Master League later and we get the boost of 50% bonus stats, like you will not be seeing a 12,000 defense and 12,000 attack anymore. Like you're gonna be seeing like around 16,000 or maybe even 20,000 stats, something around there. But just keep in mind, like if you're comparing an MLB SSR unit, then we are talking the equal 12,000 stats is the MLB SSR defender enemy. Okay, so when you're fighting against a stronger enemy, like for example, you are using a 0 limit break attacker and you are hitting the enemy Justice Gundam that has like MLB, like maximum limit break, then obviously the Justice have far higher defense than your attack. So that means that the defense down now starting to make sense for you to bring in your lineup if you gonna try to kill the Justice. Okay, and when the enemy, like if you're not trying to kill the Justice Gundam, like you're trying to kill the enemy Sazabi, for example, you bring a 0 limit break Sazabi and trying to kill the enemy's maximum limit break Sazabi, then the enemy Sazabi definitely probably have either the same defense as your attack. Like for example, like Sazabi starts at, maybe your Sazabi have 11,000 attack, for example, and the enemy MLB Sazabi have 14,000 attack. Okay, so your Sazabi have 9,000 defense. So because the enemy Sazabi is at MLB, then maybe that Sazabi have 11,000 defense. So it is equal with your attack. Okay, so when it is equal with your attack, then that means that either whether you bring defense down or beam damage taken up, it doesn't matter. Both gonna give you the same result. But if the enemy Sazabi still have lower defense than your attack, then your beam damage taken up gonna deal more damage than for your Sazabi to the enemy Sazabis. Okay, so that's how you make sense on this number on the Master League, because the 50% bonus stats, the boost stats, gonna throw off your number. So basically, if the enemy is of equal strength to you, then it doesn't matter. If the enemy is stronger than you or they are a tanker, then defense down is starting to make sense. If the enemy is weaker than you, then beam damage taken up gives you more advantage. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I forgot. I mute myself. So yeah, that's the video that I made, and I made this basically 5 months ago, and nobody watched this. Like only 500 players watched this. So yeah, not many players knows about this information. So now you know, okay, and yeah, you should know by now that defense down, beam damage taken up, special weapon damage taken up, and that's why a special damage taken up debuff from Psycho Zaku and New Gundam is such a huge deal, because they are the only ones who can do that. Okay, a level 6 special weapon damage taken up debuff, except for the Beta Zero, and also currently we have the Urube Gundam. Okay, so that is a very rare debuff to have, and also why DO is such a really strong unit. And I always use DO in every single Master League that I can bring him because of how strong he is. Beam damage taken up is insanely strong, okay? Especially when DO also has attack increase. Like he is an offensive support unit, okay? So that's really, really important. That's why you don't just blindly bring a support unit as long as they debuff defense down or they debuff anything, it will increase your damage. No. They have a different purpose, okay? So Force Impulse Gundam has the defense down, okay? So you use him if you do want to kill a stronger enemy or you want to kill an enemy tank. But if you do want to just deal as much damage as possible against an enemy attacker unit or enemy support unit, then bring beam damage taken up or physical damage taken up or special damage taken up. That makes more sense, and that gives you more damage, okay? So that's why in Ace unit team, Phoenix Gundam becomes insanely important the moment the Mobile Fighter G Gundam came out, the moment Auto Supporter came out, and also the moment IBO series came out, like the IBO series part 2. We get a lot more physical damage dealer unit, and physical damage taken up debuffer becomes much more important. Okay. Is there any good lightning fast unit to be SSP? For range 4, for range 5 better. Yeah. Like aim for a range 5 weapon, and the best one for the lightning fast unit is this guy. Where is it? Where are you? This guy. This is a lightning fast unit. Ta-da! Yeah. So among the SSR in the lightning fast unit, the Gundam Flauros is actually the best, but you don't have the pilot. Like you need to settle with an SSR pilot. While for the Dragoon Strike, you have Kirayamete. Okay, you can use Kirayamete support to pilot this guy because this is a triple ship alliance. Okay, there are only 3 pilots from the triple ship alliance: Kirayamete support, Lacus, and Atrun. Okay. So this is the best lightning fast unit you can SSP. Is there any other? Let me see. Actually, the Comfort is also insanely good, but he deals damage in melee range. So you will definitely not gonna use him in Master League. So right now the best one is the Dragoon Strike. Because the Dragoon Strike, after you SSP this guy, he will get a 5 range weapon. Exactly the same as the Gundam Flauros, okay? If you do want to SSP Gundam Flauros, he is actually so much better than the Dragoon Strike in terms of unit, but he doesn't have the pilot, okay? That's the problem with the Flauros. So yeah, your best choice will be this guy, if you do want. And hopefully, with the coming of the new Seed main story, hopefully we will get another Triple Ships Alliance pilot. You know, if you do get more options, like I don't know, maybe Shin Asuka gonna be able to pilot this one. Who knows? Or PPV Master League offensive play or defensive play. Triple Ship Alliance tech not that good. Yeah, but you have no choice. That's why I also don't like the Seed units, and especially the Strike Freedom and also Kirayamete. I skipped that banner because of the Triple Ship Alliance and the Orb tech. Like the Kirayamete attacker is even worse. His tech is an Orb tech. and no unit from the orb tech is ever be that good. Like the best one is the Goldframe Amatsu, but it is a melee unit. Hirayamete have very low melee stats. Yeah. URTSA tech only got 3 pilot. Yeah, only 3 pilot. Actually, Banana UR support pilot is the best due to his 2 offensive skill on SSP Dragon. Huh? Banana have 2 skills. This one, Wagner UR support pilot. This one, you have 2 offensive skill. Really, which one? The attack burst and awaken boost, you mean? But I think the Dragoon Strike use range stats. I don't know, let me see. This is range weapon, right? Oh, this is awaken. Oh yeah. So yeah, and this is also awaken. Yeah. So yeah, you can use Banana to use that 2 skills if you do want more damage from your skill. But still, like the Kirayamete still gonna deal higher damage than Banana, I think, because of this thing. Tada! Triple Ships Alliance. Increase damage dealt to enemies by 15%. This is what Banana doesn't have. Okay, this is a flat 15% final damage increase. So yeah, like this one, obviously like this one is 20%, 25% damage increase, final damage increase, but within that turn, yeah, actually this can overcome the 15% damage increase from the Triple Ship Alliance. So yeah, you're right actually, like you can get more damage from just using this skill basically. Yeah. See, Destiny Part 2 unit and pilot tech are orb. Dang it! So we're no longer gonna have the Triple Ship Alliance then. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully the Shin Asuka attacker will have no tech just like this Shin Asuka, so you can use him to pilot the Dragoon Strike. That's why the title of this video, guys. Wait until 31st, and then we will decide whether we will finally get a pilot for this guy or not. CCA Amuro, Peptimus, Kira, or either the Awakened Heist. That's why a good pilot in the SSV Dragoon Strike. Yeah, in any case, you can always just use any other pilot. Like even Sasabi, even Char is a really good pilot for that. You know, like look at this. He has 912 Awakened stats compared to 897 of the Amuro. You know, and he also has this attack burst level 4, although this one is attack burst level 5. So if you do want to get a 5% more damage from here, and also the MP up, that's why the Amuro is such a really good pilot. If you're also aiming for a critical damage, because this one, I think this is a critical, right? Oh no, the higher your remaining HP is, the greater power increase. So yeah, not the critical. So if you do need a critical awakened pilot, this is the best. It has a critical boost, level 5, 970 awakened. So he can just pilot any unit with awakened weapon. Doesn't matter the tech, he will always gonna deal higher damage than the actual pilot that unit. Menarik supporter. Lightning Fast kecil ya dah MLB also 26% lebih gede dari UR supporter level 0. Yeah, that's true. So that's why, you know, the pilot, the supporter is the most important thing to decide your team. So I can never tell you like which unit will be good for your account, because everybody have different account, everybody have different supporter, everybody have different pilot. So for me, because I use a new type machine, the best one is the new Gundam for me. For you, if you do use Lightning Fast, then obviously the Dragoon Strike. If you use Ace unit, you have this unit to choose from. This is an Ace unit, I think. Yeah, this is an Ace unit. And one-shot killer. So among the ace unit, your options will be the Phoenix, the Legend. There's also Dragoon Strike. Yeah, you can also use Dragoon Strike, but the Legend is here. And then the Biarlan custom. And yeah, that's it. So ace unit actually have a lot of options to choose from, depending on which one is your favorite. So the Legend Gundam is also a really good unit to SSP. Look at this. He finally get a 5 range weapon, and look at that. It's a critical damage. So you can use Camille to pilot this guy and use the critical boost to get really high damage. And this is Awaken. Yeah. So yeah, if you SSP convert the Legend Gundam, make sure you do have Camille Bidan. You can also use Reza Burel, but he doesn't have a critical boost. And this is an actual pilot for the Legend Gundam. He has 797 awakened stats. Not that bad, although it's still far below Camille Bidan. Camille is just a beast. Like, no matter which unit he pilot on, he will deal higher damage than an actual pilot, even without the affinity tag. Because it only increases damage dealt to enemies by 10% when you follow the Zeph tag. So 10% from your 800 awaken, while comparing to a 970 Camille Bidan's awakened stats, yeah, the 970 will always gonna deal higher damage no matter what you do. So yeah, that's why a UR pilot is the most important one when you are pulling a unit. Always aim for the pilot first, and then after that the unit. And also the supporter, okay? If you find a supporter limited, then always aim to try and get them. So we will see on the 31st of December whether the Minerva is a limited supporter or not. If it is a limited supporter, then yeah, it's obviously gonna be important. And I think if you say that the Seed Part 2 is an orb tag, maybe that supporter gonna increase orb? I don't know. Maybe it can boost the orb tag. And then finally, Kira Yamete attacker will be very strong. What's the best pilot for Impulse Destiny? Destiny Impulse. This one. We currently don't have a melee pilot for the Zap. So if you do think about the melee pilot for the Zap, we have this guy. Let me find him. Actually, no, this one. This is the best Zap melee pilot. Look at this, 754 melee with attack burst and Zap tag. Okay, so this is the best you can get from the Zeph tag, because there are other melee pilot like this one, but the melee is only 700, and there is also another melee pilot, but they have even less than 700 melee stats. So again, if your best choice is only can go up to 754, if you can have a pilot with higher than 800, I mean, if a pilot almost have a 900 melee stats, then it will be a better pilot. So you can always just use Domon. That is 896. So Domon can be used to pilot the Destiny Impulse, just because of how high his melee stats is. Okay, and he also has the MP up skill and also the melee boost and also sway. So really good to piloting the Destiny Impulse. So yeah, when you don't have a pilot with almost 800 stats, it's better to just use a UR pilot with almost 900 stats. They will always gonna deal higher damage than SP converting an SR pilot. So yeah, that's the best pilot for Destiny Impulse, Omon himself. What are the best things to get on the Master League shop? Hey, let's go to the Master League shop. So on the Master League medal here, the best one is this. UR supporter limit break material. So look at this. The UR unit limit break material costs 2000 Master League medal, while the UR supporter limit break material costs 3000 medal. So it only has 1000 difference. So it's better to go for the UR supporter limit break material instead of this one, because the supporter is much more important than the unit. Okay, you will always change your unit around, but you will always stick to the same supporter every single time. Now it's the opposite for the rare metal shop. Okay, on the rare metal shop, because the UR supporter limit break material costs you 5000 rare metal, while the UR unit limit break material costs only 1000. So it's not worth going for the 5000. It is too much. This is too expensive. So you better get the UR unit limit break material from the rare metal shop. So yeah, grab this on the rare metal shop and grab this from the Master League metal shop. Okay. And then after that, on the G shop, grab this one, the SSR unit limit break material. Okay. So that's what you aim. For a pay-to-win players, it's quite different. Because for a pay-to-win players, you can just MLB your supporter and your UR units by buying diamonds for gacha. You know, you can just gacha your way through MLB. So for a pay-to-win players, the most important item in the Master League medal becomes this one, because you have a limited amount of this ultimate development material. Okay, like you can only develop so much as a limited number. Like look at this. Tada! This becomes the rarest material for a pay-to-win players, because you cannot buy this from a real money shop. You know, you can only get this from doing missions. So it becomes the rarest material that even a pay-to-win players cannot get. If you do want to upgrade as many ultimate units as possible. As long as it's the correct text. You don't even need the correct text. Also, I've seen people using supporter pilot on attacking units, so they deal more damage. Is that better than attack pilot? Yes, true. Higher LB supporter ship is actually bad if you are trying to tune the turn order of your team to be slower than opponent in Master League. Yeah, true. That's why Psychomu and the new type machine is insanely good, because you've already seen in my Master League, I can tune my speed because both the new type machine and the Psychomu boost the exact same unit. Whatever is in the new type machine are all in the Psychomu tech. Okay, so I can just keep swapping these two supporter to just adjust my speed. Okay, with exactly the same unit. So you cannot really do that on other supporter. The closest one who can do that is the Ace unit tech and the one-shot killer. Some of the units in their tech overlap with each other. Oh yeah. So when you are using a support pilot on an attacker unit, even though they deal lower damage, but they can attack 3 times in a single turn. So that is 300% damage you will deal from your support pilot attack. So yeah, sometimes in certain situation, doing that will give you higher damage than actually putting an attacker pilot in its actual unit. I can actually just go here in my main stage. Let me go. Look at this. I can give you the best example because I have the best pilot example. You see. I can just do this. Let's go. So look at this. I have Zeta Gundam with Camille Bilan. Let me see how much damage do I deal. Look at this. Ta-da! 208,000 damage, okay? 208,000 damage. Without any buff. 208,000 damage. If I buff him, then just imagine I have attack burst, or I will deal higher damage than that. Okay. So if I change this with Asuna, it is the same AU. 208,000. So how much Asuna will deal? Tada! 162,000. Yes. But I can do this 3 times. Okay. So there is 3 times 162,000. Which I believe, if my math is still working, it is higher than 206,000 damage just now. 200 something thousand damage. Yeah, this is almost close to, 470,000 something. Yeah, 470,000 total damage. Because I can just stop this, use this, attack this guy, and followed by this guy, dealing the same 162,000 damage to this guy. And then again, another unit, attack again. In total, I can deal higher damage than an actual attacker. Okay. So that's why, when you're building a team, have only one attacker pilot. The rest, try to give them a support pilot. Because you only need your attacker to be the one dealing damage, and your other pilot will follow up with a support attack that will net you far higher damage than putting all attacker pilot in your unit. But it goes back to your needs, because if you go to the Master League, the difference between 200,000 damage to 160,000 damage is the difference between your enemy surviving or not. So if your attacker can one-shot your enemy, then sometimes it's more useful than wait until the next turn, because you want to kill your enemy as fast as possible. Okay, not to wait until you can support attack them, or maybe on the next turn or something. And then the G's job, you just exchange the ball with the dismantle feature. Yes, no. Actually, this is what you need to do when you want to exchange unit. Go to here, find this guy, Brarello, Bulk, create this guy. And then go to upgrade, and I'm already almost at full here. So find the Brarello, and then do this. Yeah, this is gonna waste a lot of your time, but it will give you higher dismantling than the normal Brarello. So let me dismantle. Let me find the Brarello. Where's the Brarello? There we go. So Brarello gives 50 G points. Okay. So let me find the one I already upgraded. Look at that, 146. So yeah, that is the Brarello that I already upgraded. Look at the difference. Okay. So the one I already weapon upgrade gives me 146 G coins, while the one that I haven't upgrade gives me only 50 G coins. So yeah, when you want to dismantle a unit, you can upgrade their weapon first to give you more G coins. And the reason why I use the Brarello is because the Brarello uses the weapon with the weapon upgrade material that you use the least, which is the physical awaken. You know, this one, if you have been playing for a long time, you should have hundreds of these materials, you know, and you cannot sell these materials, you cannot throw them anywhere else. So why not exchange them to become a G coin? Ta-da. And I also do have a video about that. Let me go to here. Let me go to my website. This one, grind your G coins now. Ta-da! So let's view this. And let's just watch this.
Coco latte.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how to grind the G-Shop coins, like the best way to do it. Because nowadays we get more and more units coming into the G-Shop, and some of them are good, some of them are so-so, you know. But before you find this channel, you might experience building balls one by one. Yeah, and if you find this channel a long time ago, I already showed you the best way to grind that G-Shop coin. So I never actually experienced building balls one by one. How does it feel, guys? So yeah, in my channel, if you remember, or maybe you never watched it before, then you gonna know in here in this video that the best way to grind the G-Shop coins material, the G-Shop coins, is to use the weapon upgrade material. You know, you upgrade the weapon of the units and then you dismantle that unit. The material that you use to upgrade the weapon for that unit will be returned as a G coins. So look at this. Like, I have 600 of this special melee weapon upgrade material. Where can I spend this? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys like which are the units that you can build to spend all of these useless weapon upgrade materials. Look at this, I have 500 of these, but some of them are rare, you know. Like, look at this, I only have 70 of these. Oh no, this one is the fierce enemy assault material. Like, where is it? Like this one, look at this. This is the physical melee weapon upgrade material. I only have 60 of it. Like now, because nowadays there comes a lot of physical damage dealer. So the physical melee weapon upgrade material becomes more and more popular. So among all these weapon upgrade material, the one that you gonna use the most is the range beam. Like I always say, like 80% of the units in this game use range beam weapon. And then the next one is the melee beam weapon. And then after that, the melee physical. Okay, so those three materials, you don't need to spend it to G coins because you're gonna need them the most when upgrading units. So that leaves the melee special. And then after that, the range special, and then the range physical, and of course all of the awakened materials, you know, because there are not many units that uses awakened stats. You know, mostly they are Psychomu units, but if you don't build a Psychomu team like me, you never ever gonna use the awakened material. So let's go to the development diagram. I'm gonna show you among all of this development diagram, the cheapest units to build. It's obviously the first one, the Mobile Suit Gundam series. And in here, you know, you can build like a lot of units that you can use your weapon upgrade materials. But among these units, the one that is the best is the Brarello. This guy uses melee awakened physical weapon, and then the range awakened special weapon, which you gotta be able to use to spend all of your awakened weapon upgrade materials. Like this is the best, you know, Psychomu kind of units. Like this one, the Browbro and the Helmet also uses awaken, you know, awaken stats, but not as good as the Brarello, you know, because the Brarello uses a lot more of the rarest material that you gonna use in other units. Like nobody else have this kind of attack. This is a melee awakened physical, like the rarest combination of attack that you can find from any other unit. So Brarello, you're gonna be your best friend. Then the next one is the Goof. Look at this. The Goof has the melee physical, and then the melee special, the one that I showed you. I have 600 of these, you know, and then the range physical. Yeah. So this guy will be your next best friend to build and to dismantle. And there is this guy, the egg guy. Okay, don't mistaken this guy with the egg guy. Okay, this is the little brother of the egg guy. Okay? So this guy uses a similar weapon as the Goof, except for the melee physical. This has the melee special and then the range physical. Okay, those two weapons which you should have a lot of weapon upgrade material. And then after that, after those two, if you still need to you know, use up the melee physical, you know, this guy, the Zaku one, has the melee physical and also the range physical. Okay, so if you only want to reduce the melee physical and range physical, and you don't want to build the Goof, because the Goof is gonna cost you 2,000 and some of the experience material, you know, while the Zaku one only requires 1,000 capital. So it's up to you. And all of the units that doesn't look like a Gundam or a robot or not stand using 2 feet, like this plane, this tank, this plane looking, this tank looking, this whatever this thing is, and then the ball, the tank again, the plane, the gun tank, you know, all of these units uses range physical attack. So you among these, just find the neutral rarity unit. Yeah, basically most of them are neutral rarity unit. And they only cost you 1,000 capital, and you can already upgrade their range physical weapon. But then again, the range physical, you probably gonna...
Teenagers are building businesses with AI, while the only AI
options where to spend them. So yeah, back again to the Brarello. That guy uses the rarest weapon material that you can get in this game. Okay, so the difference between them when you are upgrading them, like let's for example go to the upgrade here and I explain to you. Like here I already sort just all the mobile Gundam series. Now looking at the ball, look at this. I have a ball with a level 4 upgrade material. Like look at this here. If you want to upgrade your weapon, do not upgrade until level 5, because when you upgrade to level 5, you're gonna use the golden weapon upgrade material. Like no matter how many you have on the golden weapon upgrade material, like it's not gonna be as many as the other ones. So you might want to still save the golden one, unless you are a pay-to-win players or you are a whale. You also have a lot of this weapon upgrade material, the golden one. So just upgrade to level 4, and it will use up the weapon upgrade material that you rarely use. Like for example, just now let's go to the Brarello. Like the Brarello in here uses, look at this, ta-da! This combination is very rare. This is a melee awakened physical upgrade weapon material. Look at this. Like the only one that probably gonna be shared the most is the physical melee weapon upgrade material. This one, because nowadays, like I said, a lot more units coming with a physical melee weapon. Now this one also, the all range attack, it uses the range awakened special weapon upgrade material. You know, usually my rule of thumb is to look at the weapon upgrade material with the least amount that I have, like this one, and upgrade this unit with this weapon until I only have 50 of this weapon upgrade material left. That will let me, if in the future somebody like newer unit uses this kind of weapon upgrade material, I still have 50 of them, so I can just upgrade whatever I want. So now going into the goof to where is the goof? Like this one. Look at this. The goof uses the physical melee. It's already kind of. It gives me 50 G coins. So this ball that I already upgrade with weapon upgrade materials gives me 2.5 times more than the standard ball. So when I build 3 balls like this, you know, it costs me 3,000 capital, while by just building 1 ball and uses the weapon upgrade material, it only costs me 1,000 capital. So that's how much money you're gonna save, where you can spend your money to build ultimate units. Okay, that way you can still grind the G coins while also having enough money to buy whatever you need. Usually a long time ago, it's so much faster to just build 1 ball and upgrade the weapon compared to building 3 balls one by one. But because of the latest update, you can develop with bulk development, so I can just build 42 balls straight away. Look at this, tada! Oh, 32 balls straight away. So yeah, this is so much faster, but when you upgrade them one by one, it will still cost you a lot of time. So just do it in your free time and just use up all of those weapon upgrade material, and it should transform beautifully into the G coins, and then you can buy whatever it is in the G shop. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. Yep. So back then, I don't know if it's in here. Yeah, this one. No. Oh yeah, this one. I was actually the first one who found out about the weapon upgrade material transforming into the G coins, you know. So back then, every single player's just building balls, while I'm the first and the only one who actually transformed the weapon upgrade material into G coins. So yeah, this is the video that showed me the very first
Mesin
time
cuci Twin Tap Rewa.
I showed people how to change the weapon upgrade material into G coins. It was 6 months ago. So yeah, there are a lot of videos that, you know, very useful in my channel. So let's just continue, right? Okay. So in here we have the Brarello and what is it? Upgrade weapon dismantle. Yeah. What more time to upgrade? Yeah. So you just need more time, but it saves you capital. That's the most important one. By doing this, you are actually saving capital. You know, you get more G coins that you need and spend less capital because you use more on the experience unit material and the weapon upgrade material. The weapon upgrade material is kind of like free, like you're gonna get a ton of them anyway. So only the experience unit material is kind of a waste. But if you are like me, if you don't need to upgrade any units at all, you actually have access experience unit by now. While if you want to upgrade an ultimate unit, you're gonna still need 4 million capital, which is a lot. Okay, So it's better to save up on the capital rather than saving up on the experience and the weapon upgrade material. So yeah, and then Sebastian asked how to make a team composition out of that attacker and the support pilot. Basically just like this. Look at this. Ta-da! Because you also do need a full debuffer in your team, then just like this, put all the debuffer, one attacker and one defender. That's how I usually do build my team. Look at that. You see, although for this one, because I don't have any other debuffer from the IBO series, so I do bring more durability and more attacker. Okay, so the purpose of them is to have a double chance step. Like if I do want to use this lupus as a support, then I will use this kind of where is it? Oh yeah, I don't have the Argy Mirage yet. So like for example, I'm gonna swap with this. Ta-da! So one attacker with all the rest support or durability. So that when I bring my lupus to near the enemy, attack them, and then finally I'm gonna finish the enemy off with my lupus strikes, and he will still gonna support attack my lupus strikes. And just like this, look at that, ta-da! This is how we build a team. Full 3 kinds of debuff, because the striker custom, again, like every single other UR units, they all have 2 weapon type. So just like the striker custom, it is a physical special. So I'm bringing defense down, physical and special damage taken up debuffer. Although in this case I do have a beam instead, because the special weapon damage taken up debuffer is very very rare. Only Psycho Zaku and New Gundam is your option, and so I can just change this, maybe another attacker. Like for example, I can just go with something like this, ta-da. So one of the attacker I will use a support pilot to pilot on. Okay, so then my support is going to be on attack. Oh yeah, not the God Gundam. This one. Yeah, this one. Ta-da! So I can just do this. So my Phoenix Gundam is going to support me by dealing damage. So this is what I can do if I'm building a team. Just one main attacker, the rest are support pilot. Whether it's a support unit, whether it's an attacker unit, he's actually supporting me using his damage. Not by debuff. So yeah, that's it. So let's just continue with the Master League. And after I finish with the Master League, I'm gonna just do my dailies in my own time. And that's it for tonight's stream. Let's just skip this. Okay. And there is no new notice. Then we're gonna go to the Master League. Let's go! So among these, I'm gonna reset this one. Ta-da. 259. Okay, at least it's quite high, but not as high as my previous one. So this one, see, this can also be a player. Yeah, look at that. It's very very mainstream. 3 attacker to support defender. Basically a mainstream strategy that we all do in the Master League. So yeah, this is on position 5. So yeah, let's just attempt with this one first. Let's go! that's how strong Dio is. He can just one-shot any enemy. Hey, 43,000. That's nice. If it is not MLB, they will die in one shot by Dio. Ta-da! Next, we're gonna reset this guy. Okay. Mono attacker. Now this one is AI. This one is AI. This is gonna be hard. So the Force Impulse gonna move first, followed by the High New Gundam. Okay. And after that, the God Gundam. Okay. So 4 first. Yeah, I will attempt this because I don't want to attack the Strike Freedom. I better off just attack the Force Impulse. Let me see if he actually attack the Force Impulse. Oh no, the Force Impulse is faster than me. Hey, we're killing the God Gundam. That's nice. I knew gonna die in here, but hopefully. Hopefully the Strike Freedom die by my Sasabi so that he doesn't get double chance step. And then my new Gundam gonna finish off the Force Impulse. Hey, nice. Look at that. We win again in one turn. Definitely pay to win players. No, because the formation doesn't scream a pay to win players. Although it might be, but still. Like this formation is too easy. So, I don't know. Might be an AI, might be a pay-to-win players. Yeah, like this one is definitely an AI. I don't think I've ever seen anyone SP converting a Zaku. And also a Neozeon. So let's see. The Sazabi or Cubely gonna move first. It's just a time. Hey, lucky! He missed. Nice, we survived. So now everybody gonna attack my Sasabi. So we're gonna kill them using counter attack. Ta-da! Win again. Tonight, after the reset, this can end up really fast. Like we're getting all the easy enemies now. Look at that. So just reset this, and we are almost done. Let's see. We all gonna move first, but who's gonna move next? It's probably Sazabi. Yeah, let's just attempt them. Hey, our Sazabi is in a really good position, so hopefully all the enemy gonna attack him, and they all gonna die by counter attack. Hey, easy. And as long as I have 3 or more units to survive this, then I will still get the high score on the surviving unit score. Ta-da! So last reset, who should I reset? This one. Yeah, this one. Ta-da! Okay. Ooh, to 69,000. If this is easy, then we're gonna get a really high score in here. Oh no, auto MLB. Yeah, this is a pay to win players. Or not. Yeah, this can be an AI too. Let me see. Yeah, this is going to be really hard because they have 2 tanks. One MLB, one 2 stars. Let's just try first. I want to see like who moves first. Hey, I'm still move first. Okay. Nice. One tank is gone already. Ah, he attacked the unicorn inside of my Sazabi. Dang it. Yeah, weird that. I think the positioning just now is actually already okay. Let me check again. Okay. Sasami move first, attacking the sea. Actually, if I swap my Sasabi to the top, he's gonna attack the either the Hainu or the Sasabi. The enemy is Sasabi is MLB. Oh yeah, Sasabi is MLB. Hainu is MLB. So if my Sasabi go in front, I don't know which one he gonna attack, but he gonna get counter attack. And then after that, the Sea Gundam, he should be still attacking my Sasabi there. And then I protect him. Yeah, this is actually already the best position I can have. Because if the enemy Sea Gundam attack my Sasabi in here, and my DO move here, he will attack a tank. Right, that can be good. That can be good. Let's just try that. Because if he attack a tank, then my DO will survive. So he won't have the lowest HP. The enemy will still be attacking my Sasabi. Even though there is a chance that they will attack my Unicorn Gundam instead. So yeah, let's just swap this. Let's see. Ta-da. I don't think any of those guys are Ace unit except Barbatus. Yeah. So I'm quite lucky. They use auto for the supporter for whatever reason. Okay. So Sea Gundam goes there, attack him. Okay. But now my Unicorn Gundam have lower HP than my Sasabi. So the enemy Sasabi gonna be attacking my Unicorn Gundam. And then gonna get support countered by... Oh no, they choose my DO. DO has lower HP. Dang it. Ooh, I one-shot the Barbatus. Yeah, they aim for the Unicorn. That's why. Then they aim for the Hainu. But he gonna kill the Unicorn. And then Chain Step. Kill the Hainu. Then Chain Step. Then kill the Sasabi. We still lose. Although I don't know. Can my new Gundam kill 3 of them? We will see. Nope. We're dead. Maybe I can protect my new Gundam Unicorn Gundam one more time. Maybe we can survive. Let's time to use Amuro Defender on my new Gundam. Let's see. Let me see the previous match. If I give Amuro Defender on the previous formation, will it end up better? Probably need to bring two lightning and or rival durability units. Actually, no. Like, look at that. My unicorn and my high new is able to take 2 hits. As long as I can still make use of the double support defense, the result's still gonna be the same. Because there is no way the rival or the lightning fast durability unit can withstand 3 attacks from this kind of MLB enemies. No. So maybe another tank then. It's either him changing to here or I will use the Barbatos in here. Yeah. So let's try. Let's see if this is enough first. Okay. Let's see if this is enough first. Let's go. I do need to change the unicorn into Barbatos. If I don't have lower HP than my Sasabi, then maybe the enemy will change their target instead of attacking my unicorn. But we will see. I anticipated that with my Amuro durability, so should change the outcome then. Yeah, with this, it's gonna change the outcome. Because now the high new Gundam is not able to kill my unicorn. You know. But still, the Char gonna get a double chance step. Oh no, he killed the Sasabi. Can I survive this? Obviously not. But I will have a support attack from DO, so hopefully I can kill the Sasabi with this. No, not enough. Okay, DO turn again. Okay, kill the Sasabi. Nice. Although I think I can go even higher than this score. Yeah, let me see.
When you SSP a new Gundam, do you need to spend development material from CCA stage when upgrading for and other stuff? Yeah, I think so. I need to watch yesterday's video. I also forget. I think I did. Let me try finding yesterday's video. This one. Because you do use that unit a lot. Yeah, this one. Yeah, like that. So, let's learn. Ta-da! So the first upgrade is using weapon upgrade material. Ching ching! Hehehe, weapon upgrade. So let's retrofit. Can I increase this? Okay. Great details. Yeah, let's stop it. Let's go. Ta-da! So custom core 2. Let's learn. Yeah, look at that. Custom core 2, I use... Oh, okay. Development material. So if you use the... Look at this. If we use the CCA material, it gives you 2 points per development material. But you can still use other series material. So it's okay. Like if you do have a lot in other series material, then you can just cover it up. You don't really need the CCA at all, you know. So you have an option, okay? Why do I have 2,000 of the Iron Blooded Orphan material? What? Should I use this? I mean, like, I have 2,000 of this. I don't really need that many. This one also. I have 800. Let's just use 800 of this. 838. And 1175. Yeah, let's learn. Ta-da! You see? Not worth it if you don't use your gold map. And then after that, on the third custom core, really? It's another weapon upgrade material. I never get my choice of SSP or I never look it up before doing it already, guys. Let's learn. Yeah, okay. It's another weapon upgrade material. Yeah, this is... So that's what you use. Okay, going back. Can I do this again? Let me see. Let me change this unicorn into Barbatus. Let's go. So roughly need 1k for the matching series and double that if not matching. Yeah, that's it. In my secondary account, I decided to SSP the Dragoon Strike. Help me a lot with the master again, approximately, and hopefully will receive support from the Minerva. Will come with the seat. Why not wait until 31st? Hey, read the title again. And by the way, the high new Gundam becomes the one who support defense now. Yeah, we changed to Barbados and we're actually losing this. So maybe I need both. Change. Let me see. Because now the high new becomes the one tanking the enemy. So do I have a better tank? It is the BNC. Although it's not better. Should I do this? Yeah, let's just confirm. Last try. Let's see. Hopefully, I'm hoping that the Barbados will be the one who support defense first. Okay, unlike just now. Just now the high new was the one who go first. So let's see our last attempt. Try switching to weaker support ship. No, it's already okay because I need Sasabi to move first. You know, I cannot change to weaker support ship because I need them to keep attacking my Sasabi. And yeah, it's gonna have the same result because my Banshee is the one who support defense instead. So yeah, same result. Though my Dio now survive for some reason. And it ends up giving more vigor to the high new, and now he is able to one-shot my new Gundam. It's even worse. So yeah, let's just settle with that score just now. So that's it for tonight's stream, guys. We managed to reach 217,000 score. So yeah, the enemy is still quite easy until now. The challenge starts at 230,000. So at that point, every single enemy has become MLB. So that's when I do need to do my very best. But yeah, anyway. We currently got 2 SSP, so one for Dragoon and the other one for Seed, which potentially... No, wait first. We don't know whether the Seed or the Witch is good or not, you know. And also, the Dragoon is not something that you confirm with. Like, you know, only for those who use Lightning Fast Tag, then your best SSP unit is the Dragoon Strike. For the rest, it's not, okay? Let me just show you this. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of all the good SSP unit. Okay, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. This is my next content, but you can just see it now first. Ta-da! So these are all the units that I found out is worth SSP converting. Okay. What is this?
Secondary count extremely poor. Literally not many support aside of few generic text. Not many UR for this mastery, etc. Basically, I managed to read 150k with non-UR for SSR and 1 SSP. Oh, that's good enough. I noticed you use the Roman cat for masterly and Roman cat for half anniversary. Do you plan to have anything for New Year's or other summon events? No, currently I'm done with adding more design. Maybe in the future, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna add yet. Which eventer is better, the UR, FA, Thunderbolt, or Full Armor Double Z? The Thunderbolt is better. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to here. So, this first page is dedicated to the unit with dual weapon type. So these are the units I've already shown you just now. These are the units with physical and special weapon type. I forgot to show you the Grandmaster Gundam. Grandmaster Gundam also have the physical and special weapon type. Okay, so in terms of damage, they should deal the most, but because some of them are support and some of them are SR, they lose in terms of damage against the other units in here, in this list, in the second list. Okay, so I'm just only showing you guys here. These are the units with 2 weapon types, the rare ones. Yeah, the ones that usually only UR units have. Okay, the second page here is the units that deal the most damage after SSP converting. Okay, these are the ones that if you aim for the highest damage only, these are the ones that is very much worth SSP converting. Okay. So, except for the comfort. Like the comfort is very, very niche, but if you do have Gato or if you do have Mikhail, then the comfort actually can deal insane amount of damage. Okay, in this current SSP. And then after that comes to these two. These are the 2 units that deals the highest map weapon attack. Okay, so this in terms of damage. Okay, they have low ammo. They can only do it once. So the SR Freedom, his only advantage is that he can use his map weapon 3 times. And if you SSP converting him, he can do it 4 times, which is overkill. You never ever use map weapon more than 2 times most of the time. So yeah, if you do aim for the map weapon, these 2 are the best. Okay, while the Psycho Zaku actually also really great if you do SSP converting him because of Daryl. Daryl increased his range stats by 30% when riding the Psycho Zaku, which means that he and Psycho Zaku can deal insane amount of damage, and also the map weapon get boosted further by that range weapon stats. And because he gets 5 movement when SSP converting, so Daryl piloting the Zaku will get 6 movement. Okay, and then go to the next page. These are all the units that get 5 weapon range attack. the new 5 range weapon attack. Okay, so they are previously unavailable for PvP. They are previously having a disadvantage for having 4 weapon, 4 range weapon, and they won't be able to counterattack their enemy. Now, after SSP converting, these are all the units that finally get a 5 range weapon and become insanely good in both PvE and PvP. These are all the ones that is very much worth SSP converting. Because when you are SSP converting to aim only for damage, it's just a bonus damage. If you are already good enough with your current damage, then nothing changes. You only deal more damage. But this one is a gameplay change. This is a life-changing upgrade. So the ones that you cannot use previously in Master League will now be able to be used in Master League, and it's also gonna help them in PvE because they definitely will deal higher damage after you SSP converting. Okay. Now these one are also the ones that get a 5 range weapon, but they don't have the pilot. and they also sucks because some of them are SR units. They don't deal that much damage, even though they change to they have a 5 range weapon, and also their 5 range weapon is of a green weapon. Okay, so it doesn't give them any advantage, even though they get a 5 range weapon. Now this one is a special mention unit. These two are the only attacker who get a 6 range weapon, meaning that when they attack, nobody can counter attack them back. This is an attacker unit. You have a lot of support units who get a 6 range weapon, but these two are the only ones who is an attacker and get a 6 range weapon. Okay. And then these ones are the ones who get a 5 range weapon too. But then again, like I said, oh yeah, this one is a 5 range weapon with SSP. This one is the one that has the green weapon. Okay, so it's not worth SSP converting them, even though they get a 5 range weapon. And then these ones are the support units. The one that I found out is, dealing quite a high damage when you are SSP converting them. But I haven't finished analyzing them yet. So, yeah. And this is the durability unit. I haven't finished making this list yet. So this is just a sneak peek. I just started doing the durability unit. So yeah. I feel disappointed when I saw the detail of Vidar. I was actually a real good improvement, but no, more of the same. Even the second time is pretty rare. Most often than not, you only need one, and the second case is in case of emergency. Your Sniper 2 had 3.6 sniper rifle weapon. Sucks. Yeah, it sucks. From the list, I'm thinking input an SSP to my penalty for my tough as nails team and rifle team. Your Sniper 2 had 6 range weapon. It sucks. For a 6 range weapon, I am expecting it for the double X when that thing will come out. Yeah. The double X probably gonna have a long range weapon, but don't know yet. Yeah, that Gundam MK3 support unit has pretty high damage for a supporter. Reverse dismember feels so long. That's why be patient, guys. I'm also trying to finish this list, but I'm gonna release it after the 31st of December because I'm gonna add all the new units. Okay. So that's why I'm not releasing this list yet. You only got a sneak peek of that one because you keep asking about which unit is worth SSP converting. Okay, so the GM Sniper 2 is not unique. Okay, previously when I do a live analysis, like I thought there are not that many units that get a 6 range weapon, but apparently after I take a look at every single support unit, there are a ton who gets a 6 range weapon. So, and like I said previously, a support unit, doesn't matter how good they become, you will always gonna use the UR unit and the ultimate unit. So no matter how strong they become, no matter how much range they get, like you will always gonna aim for a level 6 debuff. That one is undebatable, like it's always better to aim for a level 6 debuff. Even if that level 6 debuff is a 1-and-1 range, it's still much better than a 6 range weapon. Because for a support unit, debuffing from far or debuffing from close range doesn't matter. Your only aim is the debuff. Okay? Although it gives you a little bit of advantage, but most of the time you don't need that advantage. So yeah, that's the support unit. But still, like, if you change your support unit purpose to deal damage, that's why I made the list. The units that I showed you guys just now have insanely high damage among the support unit. So those are the only ones worth aiming for. I need that Caliban. Yeah, me too. I do not feel so concerned about the SSP conversion. Do at least is given out in a decent rate in comparison to the SP bandage. Yeah. The pilot SP conversion chip is rarer than the SSP conversion. At the very least, every 5 months you will be able to SSP convert 1 unit if you just do the master link. So yeah, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the 31st. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.